Hello, hello. Hi, Florida Mama Bear. There's softball Susie.
Drop it again.
West side.
Right? Just drop it again. Drop it one more time.
We're going to listen to the wind
Say
blow.
Alex's boots on the ground. He's the big dog.
Yeah.
JLR is not anywhere around here. Maybe he's somewhere taking his clothes off again. That was
Hey,
interesting.
Jim Bob.
Wasn't that it? I was like, why is he taking? I'm like, put your clothes back on, sir. He you know what? He had no what is it? Like he had no second thought. He was just like, I'm gonna get naked right here.
He's done 15 years.
Yeah.
Federal.
And I was like, there you are, JLR.
Changing, eating, you have to be able to be like,
Nope.
and so changing too.
He was with it. He just did it. So good for him. He has a body positivity.
Hey, they knew we wanted to get something special with that thing.
I'm doing fine.
Slow, right?
What if because I dropped it?
You know what she said right now? Drop it again.
I even took a little nap. Hey, Jeanette, how did your afternoon go?
No.
Good to see you.
But it's such a hard case.
I sent Ray to the store. Hopefully he gets drumsticks. I forgot to put that on the list, but I never have to put any sweets or anything. He gets them anyway.
Been throwing it on the ground. Just fell one.
Not that I know that for sure, but I'm pretty
Been sneezing, but
Juice,
that's good wind's blowing.
The drone has a shock absorber on it too.
How's your fine afternoon going, Jim Bob? Hi, Serena. It went okay. I got my taxes done. Good. We got to do that. Oh, this month I tried to get it as late as I could. It's not on this. I probably got it written on here. What? Yeah, it's not on this one.
Oh, and you got your toy.
Yeah, I won't forget it.
Yeah.
Definitely won't forget it.
Supplies and
Loading
items.
your stuff up, right, JLR?
Yeah, I just
I'll
got
help you
this.
Oh, that's it? Oh, well, this is all marks, huh?
I'm gonna have to go look. I'm gonna have to put it on here.
Thanks, Marks.
If they come here to my
Hey,
house,
if anything goes off, let me know and I'll do the same thing.
our
If
deadline
anything
is
pops off,
April 15th
anything pops off. I'm going down to the sheriff's office.
in the state. It's okay. I wish the sun would have come out.
No,
Our sun has been out all day, but the wind's blowing, so I can see it's okay. Although it's cooler today, we're only 74 today. Hey, you all. How are you, my dear? Good to see you. And your pink hands. I had to drag Susie from the old feed over to here. I have a case somewhere. I need one.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm trying to think of. Where
All right.
was
You guys be safe.
lunch this afternoon, though.
Oh, Grace, are you back?
No, you just up here. You're good.
Are you sure?
You're good.
Oh, my God. Hard.
You got a lot going on up here.
Comes the car.
And we're going over to the sheriff's
Right.
station now, I believe.
All right. Right. See you guys. All right. So I'm
Investigators,
taking you up to
or
Yes, thank you.
I think they're attorneys and that kind of stuff that were at the house today. You know,
CBS.
I don't know if we're really bad. Anyway, some kind of investigators there.
All right, so what's your take
That he knew
on
who
the
it was.
situation?
It was some attorney.
I need.
Today or I'll turn this down.
The kid was
I feel
drunk.
like there's just been a lot of
The sheriff pulled up right after that one.
new news put out
Right
there,
when
Uh-huh.
and you kind of, it's like maybe it's not official, but that they're searching in a different area, a more specific
like the
remote
deal.
location
Yeah.
in the county.
I wanted to
So that's,
see
you know,
where
that's
it's
kind of has you
Brian
thinking like, did
Laundrie.
they
Oh,
phone
yeah?
Did that phone ping
Wow.
somewhere else?
That's been quite a while.
I will say this: you definitely get a lot of interesting people that come by here, and you know, I was mentioning this to Alex. I said it's like it's just a weird vibe of people that come. Like that guy, like it just you're just like, wow.
I know that guy was like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it brings out people to the spot.
Yeah.
And as long as Nancy remains missing, I think it still continues to bring out people.
Yeah. And I think the important thing too is like I noticed some media that was packing up. They were like, "Hey, we're going to be out of here." And I was telling Alex, I said the thing is like once the cameras are gone, once you know if JLR leaves, if Mark leaves, there's no more pressure.
Well, Mark said he's going to be here for a month.
Yeah.
John DePietro said he's going to be here for a couple of weeks. They said they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, so I think it's good to have, you know, that pressure. And it also lets you know, like the sheriff's department, they're watching. They were on that so quick.
Yeah.
And they pulled right up. They knew right to come to us and start asking questions. And we're like, oh.
So that mountain over there, that's that mountain? What's that called?
So those are the Sierra Mountains. That's
so
like
that's separate than Mount Limit. So how do you get over there?
The best way would be to take the I-10.
Yeah.
So you go on the freeway, I-10, and you're going to I-10 east, like you're going to El Paso.
I know I left it somewhere.
And then the other
is that
mountain
Swagora National Park East?
out there?
Yeah. Towards it?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Saguaro National Park is out there.
I thought there's an east and a west.
Do they have an east and a west?
Yeah, I think so.
I was
the east side and the west side.
To me. But see that whole mountain range? That all connects, right?
Yeah. So
you got like Vail, Colosso Cave. On the other side of that, you got Sierra Vista, Benson, Wilcox. So those mountain ranges, I'm gonna be honest with you, you need like an army to get
through
like,
there.
Like me and you going out there would be like, what are we looking for? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just two people, so.
It was right where I left it.
If we had a better idea of where like the location that they were sending the chopper with the sniffer, then I would be able to say like, I know this area. Most of the counties, most of the small towns I've searched in.
Okay.
I've done some type of work there. So it's
yes.
But
they're not up in these mountains.
I feel like something's coming. I really do.
You gotta have water.
Like
I don't think there's any water.
We'll get an answer.
Right here?
Yeah, wherever.
All right.
Yeah.
See you, searcher.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was nice to see you again.
Yeah. Are you be around this weekend?
I'll be around in a couple days and then regroup my thoughts and ideas, and then I just gotta grab my bag out of the back.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. He sounded so sad.
Thank you.
Got everything?
We'll see you later. Take care.
All right. Take care. God bless. All right. I'm on a mission.
We're on a mission. Going to the sheriff's
office. So I want to talk to you guys and interact with you guys more because I've been kind of like standing out there in the sun. They will inform me if there's anything popping off. Will something pop off at Nancy Guthries' home now towards the end of the day? I'm not so sure. Let me put in the Pima County Sheriff's Office because we are sticking around because I think it's really close. And I think it's just a matter of, I think there's things imminent.
That this thing can happen. To believe him for a while.
Skyline Drive.
But
literally, I think it's imminent that things are going to happen here. Down on the sheriff's office. Anything else pops, share in the chat. Keep Nancy's name out there. This is
so your middle name is Nancy. How cool.
I'm going to go this way. Starting to get into Tucson rush hour.
on the best route despite heavier than usual traffic. You should reach your destination by 4:33 p.m. You'll turn right onto North Campbell Avenue.
Right on North Campbell.
Power.
Turn right onto North Campbell Avenue. Then make a U-turn at East Skyline Drive. Make a U-turn at East Skyline Drive. Continue for 11 miles.
All right, 11 miles. We're going into Tucson. Roll out.
11 miles
Roll out.
in a half hour. I don't think
Tucson.
so.
All right.
No,
Working our way
shut
back
up,
down.
stop
Reception
that.
will get good as we get down to the bottom of the hill. A couple minutes.
That's
Down the
my
bottom
cup,
of the hill, and
man.
then we'll chit chat, keep it going. I want to hear from some of all of you. So you know the email. I want to hear from some of you. It's going to take a minute to get here, though.
Tell 'em what I
Heavier than usual traffic.
Thank you for the mama, baby.
Roll out.
Start.
4 o'clock, Arizona time. O'clock, Arizona. Roll out. Roll out. We're almost at the bottom of the Catalina. All right, made it down. Made it down.
That sounds good, Jeanette. I've had part of eagles are big, but the northern eagles are not. And I've seen some big eagles at Barney Lake. I think it's a Barney
Here's
Lake.
Nancy Guthrie.
And that's up in Mono Village. We were there for a week.
Made it down.
We were camping up there, and that was fun. lots of trails. But that Barney Lake where we sat, the eagles are huge, man. I bet their wingspan was like 8 or 9 feet. They were huge. Well, of course, I'd never seen them, that many of them so close like that, but there was a lot of them. Yeah, that's coming up quick, isn't it? Hey, hey. I wonder if Ray's already home. Hang on. Oh, he's buffering. I thought I turned off his volume. Hang in there. He'll start back up once he gets moving. He's just buffering.
Lost me for a second.
Whoops. There he's gone.
Lost for a second.
Would you stop? I just turned the mic back on. Yeah. What's the matter now? I've been playing with you all day. Yeah. I've been playing with his cards. I know he loves to watch TV. This girl will sit and watch.
Every time the camera faces the sun,
You like TV, don't you? Yeah. I'm not gonna let you lick my face, But you already know that, huh? This dog. She sure misses Bernard a pit pester, that's for sure. Don't you? Do you miss Plummer? Yeah, I do too. All the eagles in Washington and Florida differ mainly in size and nesting timing due to climate. Well, that makes sense. Except in Big Bear, which is only an hour and a half from us, up in the mountains.
Oh wow. We're in like some Tucson traffic.
That's where that one nest is that we
Tucson
watched with,
traffic.
what are the birds' names? I can't even think now. Jacqueline or not Jacqueline, what is it? Jackie and I forget the other one's name. But they have more, they have they have
wow.
eggs in their nest again.
So, Tucson
Those
traffic.
ravens
It's not
took
that
the other one, so.
down here though, it's crazy. It says 25 minutes, but we're only going 7 miles.
Yeah,
One of those things.
the traffic, that's crazy.
It's traffic light and traffic light and traffic light.
Must be a lot of, well, this is
It's
probably
traffic
the
lights.
time everybody's getting off, 4 o'clock.
We pick up our trash all the time, every time we leave. Never leave trash behind. We clean. Hopefully everyone else has done that too. We have a code. We have ethics, etiquette. We police each other. Now I don't know how long those ones will be out tonight, but Mark the Shark will probably end later on. He'll fold up the tent, put it back in his back of his pickup truck, and then if we need it tomorrow, the next day we'll keep doing it. But Mark the Shark actually inspired me to keep going too, because I said to Mark the Shark, I was like, well, how long are you going to be in Tucson covering this? And he said he's going to be here a month. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then I'll be here a month. If need be. I mean, if Nancy's found, then that's good. Sooner. A month? Are we going to be covering this for a month? Another month? We already covered this for almost a month. Are we going to cover this for a month? We're waiting for the next raid, the next perp walk, the arrest, where Nancy is, who's responsible, new surveillance footage, something. We just need a vehicle. We just need a vehicle. Because once we get a vehicle, then we're going to go vehicle hunting. We need a vehicle. We need the authorities to say specifically what vehicle they are looking for. And it's on. Because once we do that, I'm going down to the college campus. I'm going all over the place to look for the vehicle. We just need a vehicle. And I think they're going to do that. Well, why haven't they done it? We need the vehicle. That's going to be a huge coup. Would you get the vehicle? Oh, it's popping. Get the vehicle, opens up a whole new can. They're going to be seeing every single vehicle that's registered in the state of Arizona with the same make and model. They might do it like Kohlberger. Right? We're looking for something like a 220 to 225 something. Some vehicle. They're going to get a vehicle. Unless she was not taken out of the neighborhood in a vehicle. They're going to get a vehicle. They're going to say, yeah, this is the vehicle. When they do, it's on. They might do the vehicle before the perp. They might just do the perp before the vehicle. Somebody recognizes that perp. That's 1,200,000. 1,200,000. Let's just say 1,200,000. I know there's another $2,500 88 Crime Stoppers. That was a tongue twister. I was going to say 1,200,000. $2,500. We're down in Tucson. Back out here in the hot out here. 432. It's got all these red lights, lots of red lights. But we are in downtown Tucson, so almost there. I didn't realize there's so many red lights out here. Craziness. JLR, windscreen is imperative. I have a wind thing. I'll show it to you later. I just don't have it on me. I have it in my backpack at my spot. But I won't forget it. Next time, win. I'll show it to you specifically tomorrow. You guys remind me. I will bring a wind socket. I have one. It's this little thing you put over the side. It works. I didn't think the wind was that bad today, but it kind of kicked up in the afternoon. Dude, these lights never change. The bright light after bright light, they never change. Bright light. Takes forever to get these traffic lights. 4:09. It is 4:09 our time.
Okay, dinner's on the way. Another person in a vehicle ran over a small section of the flowers near the mailbox on JLR. Really? Wow. Earlier, I seen that, Florida Mama Bear. Yeah, he was saying it was some kind of attorney, a drug dealer that deals with the cartel and all that kind of stuff. That kid was drunk. I can't believe someone actually didn't treat her flowers and ran over him. Probably ran over him in spite.
All right, going past the hospital. We're on the hospital now.
That's the hospital.
This was crazy because this was the same hospital after Rio Rico. They thought Nancy was taken to a hospital here. That's how the rumors were flying. Go to the hospital. Go to the hospital.
I bet that was her in the hospital.
Free the purple.
But still in
Purple's
there.
taken to the hospital. We're Nancy. They were all saying, go to the hospital. Well, nothing happened at the hospital. We thought this case would be over by then.
Because the sheriff's the one that told us that it didn't have anything to do with Mexico.
Which is wild if it's not. That's what we thought. We thought the case would be over by then. Fresh water. Delicious water.
Said enthusiastic about it. Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. And now Spain,
Well, now I know why it takes so long to get 15 miles. Traffic and lights. Lights last a long time. I guess that's the way they do when you're in a bigger city, huh?
Sheriff's office. So what's going on down there? Yep, more homeless at the bus stop.
I would hate to
I
live
don't know
there.
what's going on in Tucson, but they have a serious situation with, I've noticed, going down these roads with a lot of homeless people at the bus stops. They sit at the bus stops, lay tents and things out at the bus stop.
Someone say that Nancy would know. That was I just said that. But when all this was first going on, an 84-year-old lady was transported by
Go see the Pima Airspace Museum. I was going to go to the junkyard, but
and they thought
the
it might have
airplane
been
boneyard,
Nancy, but then
it's closed to the public. They used to give private tours. I was looking into trying to get a private tour, but it doesn't appear like they give private tours anymore
but it had nothing to do with the Nancy Guthrie case.
in that area.
That's what they said. Of course, he has retracted on a lot. So now he says it's gonna come in, getting real close to something. He didn't say what. He didn't say, So the longer these streamers stay and the news stay, the more pressure it puts on the police.
On our way, folks.
Not just the police. I mean, the FBI never speak anyway. They don't really put out there any information. This sheriff did it first, and he saw it, and then he said everything he said retracted. So it's hard to believe what he says. And that's my.
Only 13 minutes out.
thought it said 15 miles. It's not more than 2 miles.
Minutes out.
Or watching JLR right now. It's got
What happened to Nancy Guthries?
1710 watching right now. And he'll be on for about 3 more hours at the most. So,
Heck happened to Nancy Guthries? Go out here so I don't get that. Yo, I went to Waffle House early in the morning. It was actually pretty good.
don't have a Waffle House. But you hear a lot of people talk about it. Fingernails. Too long.
I'm going down to the sheriff's office. I can talk to you fine folks.
He's turning the big butts. This live stream of YouTube. Oh yeah, I'm sure he is. That's why he's able to
Now we're hitting close to South Tucson.
stay for weeks at a time. Former NASCAR driver 42 Chase
A bunch of plants in front of us. Plants, lots of plants. When did we get here? The 7th? What day is this? Yeah, we've been here almost a month. I cannot believe how quick time flies, but we still don't got answers. We've been here almost a month. Like, whoa. It's a long time. Still no answers. I mean, this case is going on now for over a month, 31 days. Day 31. Tomorrow will be 32. It'll be over a month. It's over a month. It's a month. This thing happened a month. We're still there, but I think we're right there. We're like right there, man.
I hope so. Oh, there's a bunch of
We're
allergies
like
there
if
in
it was
that
a football
trailer.
field, we're like on the 5-yard line. I really do think we're on the 5, getting close to the goalpost. I think we're at the 5-yard line, man.
A lot of people use that
I
as
think the
wind
quarterback,
break
which is the
if they
authority,
grow
is ready
good.
to send it into the end zone.
Every time they bloom, man, so do
Get
my
the
eyes.
suspect. I think we're there.
Yeah.
I don't think we're at like the 50-yard line. I don't even think we're in the other end zone.
Remember
I do
him.
think, though, they punted the ball, though, and fumbled the ball. They fumbled this ball numerous times. But I do think this is getting close. Across the finish line. Like, soon. It's almost there. Are there cactuses in front of us? Nah, they're not cactuses. They're plants.
I can grow anything. But 84 degrees and you're back home. Right on. Nice weather. We're at 74. Almost there. Well, almost just close enough. Let's see. Yep, 74. Not the highest we got today. We've been in the 80s.
Dude, it goes as far as the eye can see. We're getting close to IA-10, I think. 3.4 miles. We're still 12 minutes away. Yeah, it's going over 210. Right here, 210. And then South Keno Parkway. Where we're at. South Keno. Almost there. Almost there.
90 and in San Antonio yet. Oh my gosh, that's hot.
You ran it. You ran the up.
That's
You ran
very
the red
hot.
light. Easy ran the red light.
They're
Ticket.
ready to get
Fuck.
home.
Ticket. That guy ran the red light.
BT
That white
colored
car. Yes.
baby blanket
Big
for
time.
a 2-year-old girl. Should I
He ran
need
it.
some
That
shells
was it's clear as day. The other guy probably
to
got
go
away with it.
or a starfish?
Whoa.
Starfish would probably be cuter for a little girl. That would be cute. I think I got rid of all my newborn props and stuff that I had for photography. I had turtle shell, crocheted, and
That low rider.
a mermaid blanket like
Low rider.
with
Low
shells.
Low rider truck.
We're at -2. Oh God. Now my
Any
bones would be
updates today? The only
stiff.
update is the sheriff said they're getting closer and closer to the situation. We're getting closer and closer to the situation. Almost there, as we discussed. JLR, buy some protein bars. I didn't even eat nothing all day.
Yeah, I think the starfish would
No.
be cute.
This is
That
just
would be cute.
straight liquid today. I haven't eaten a thing.
Thanks, Elaine. I knew you'd
Liquid.
help me decide. Oh, you're so cute, Jay. Yeah, I think starfish would be cute.
We got the umbrellas, and I appreciate all the umbrellas. Oh, my
Starfish
friends,
are
thank you.
cute.
Got the umbrellas. No, they don't have a suspect yet. Red Bull diet. Yeah, we're on the Red Bull diet. Caffeine and water.
Quit drinking Red Bull.
I'm
Shoot.
enjoying it. I like the fasting.
He's been drinking so much that his heart's gonna pop right out of his chest.
Probably go to the Waffle House later. Waffle House, get one of those. I don't know. I got this deep. It's like a bowl with eggs, hash browns, cheese, sausage on top. It's pretty
What
good.
about adding turtles into the mix for the little girl?
It's easy going to Waffle House because you get it within like 10 minutes. Literally, the Waffle House. You don't even
Turtles
have to wait
would be
long at the
something,
Waffle
huh?
House.
I think the starfish would be.
And they bring you coffee. The coffee to
You don't
go.
want it to be too big. Their little girls only two. They're, you know.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that
We do plan to go to Charo. Matter of fact, there was a the woman that was doing the singing
if it was for a little boy.
in front of the house. She came to us the other day and was like, she wants to take us all to El Charo. But I might just go there like single-handedly. But she's like, I'll take you all to El Charo. James said that's where he's going on El Charo.
Starfish.
And I don't know what you're gonna get out of El Charo, but I'm sure the FBI
Right.
investigators actually talk to all the employees.
Right.
Find out if any of them know anything. Especially if that's, I would say, any place that Nancy would frequent, like regularly, you should just talk to them. We've always said in the chat, anyone that has been in that house should submit a DNA. Don't just take them by their word. Have them submit DNA voluntarily, and if anyone doesn't want to give up their DNA, put them on the suspect list. They do not, if they don't want somebody to give their DNA in the interest of justice to help, then I would. It's crazy about Luke's mom, because Luke's mom was talking to Brianna Whitney, and she's like, well, first I thought it was like about Nancy. Didn't really thought it was about Luke. And it was like, sure, you could look for Nancy here. And then she realized into it that something's definitely wrong, and they're pointing it towards Luke.
Yeah,
she thought it was just at first that they were like looking at Nancy. And she was like, I'm with it. And then it turned into like basically your son is a suspect. This
on
is
our
Luke's
crowd
mom.
challenge night.
Remember she said that?
I'd love to throw it in the mix
Luke.
just to show it.
Like she was like, yeah, I'm with it. And that's probably what all of us would probably do. If law enforcement came to our house and was like, hey, how are you? We want to just look around for a missing person or something like that. I think a reasonable person said, okay, yeah. I wouldn't have a problem with that. If feds came to my house and said, hey, I want to look around your property, whatever like that, I look. only the people that are guilty would most likely say no, right? Or come back with a warrant, or think, no, get out of my property now. You know, some people just don't like feds and just don't like authorities. They're like, come back with a warrant. Those type of people. And I get it. It is your private property. That would be like cooperative. Here's my device. You want to see? What do you want? Here's everything on my phone. Here's everything on my computer. Got nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide here.
Yeah, like the iridescent.
Culver's. Not the same one. Culver's. All right, we're almost there. We're just a few minutes away. Finally made it. Oh, no. 2 more minutes left. Longer. Take some calls. Yeah, that's what we plan to do. Take some calls.
Always going to take some calls. Maybe
I want to take some calls. I want to hear from you. I want to get under the shade a little bit and listen to you. Keep a forum going. Keep Nancy's name out there. Let me hear your thoughts, speculations, particularly what you saw yesterday with Savannah, with Tommaso and Annie. I think that's a big deal. I think it sends a clear message that the family's in unity. With this situation. Are they going to be in unity if they have to divide the assets of the house? You know, families have split up solely on finances after, the leader of the household dies. And then when the money gets distributed, families have had some serious breakups because everyone's fighting for money.
That's ridiculous.
Everybody's trying to split the assets. One people want more money.
Glad we never did any of that
fight for the money. I want the money.
We all got together, which was great. Of course, we still have the house. We didn't want to get rid of it yet.
Hey, Tina. Tina R. 9760. Tell your mother I said hi, Tina. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, Tina. Tina and Mom. All right, now we're crossing over I-10, so we're almost there. We're getting close to Benson Highway. Benson. I don't know why it's named after Benson. Who the heck is Benson?
Get cruised by a bunch of people.
Wherever Benson Highway is, somebody's name's Benson.
At the next light, take a sharp right.
All right, there's the sheriff's office, way over there. We're there. We're in eyesight.
Way up there.
We've got big traffic jam.
Yeah, it's going to put my little ticker
It's
on
crazy.
the
We're 0.4 miles away, but 5 minutes away because there's the sheriff's office.
Subscribe, please. Oh, let me change color.
Right over there. That's the sheriff's
Oh, all
office.
my style stuff is gone.
But we're 5 minutes away from there because of this.
I don't know what happened. See, everything's changed. Yeah, I don't have anything in there. Is it?
Everything is bottlenecked.
That's weird. All my stuff is gone.
Everything's bottlenecked.
Road construction.
Yeah, people say traffic in Tucson in the rush hour is horrendous.
Let that
Horrible.
car can say how
0.4 miles.
Right.
Now it says 4 minutes. Well, it says 4 minutes. Not bad. The light changed here short.
She's growling. I wonder if Ray just pulled up.
Traffic. Trying to catch what else happens. But keep in mind, folks, when we're not streaming at night, we're on standby.
Oh, he did let him in. Oh, that's cool.
Let's see it. 5 hours of sleep times
Respectable drivers.
30 days.
I'm here. That's why I use
30 and 5, 150 hours of sleep.
Same here. That's why. Oh, okay. Crocheting at the storm.
30 times
I
5.
have been. I'm still working on
150
this.
hours
I
of sleep
got
in the last 30 days.
the my
Average 5 hours a
what
night.
you call it,
That's it. Sometimes
taken
4.
care of. So it's just going to be a lap blanket.
That's why we
but
do a lot of Red Bull.
I'm still working on
And
it.
I don't take Adderall.
I do a little bit at a time. Oh God, hang on. I think Dad's home. Let me go help.
People said it's tomatoes. No, I don't see any road rage type drivers around here. I think everyone's cool. I haven't heard like really honking and crazy. They're crazy on I-95 in a lot of states. Somebody said, Bridges said, go home. And big caps. Go home, JLR. Go home. Go home. I'm Tucson John. Go home. Stay. Stay, JLR. Stay. Staying alive. Dad's Going Live might come back. Interesting. Listen, when you're invested in this case and you followed this case from day one, you want to know what's going to happen with this case. I can't let it go. Can't let it go. And I do think that this is getting close. Very, very close. And we're going to be there when the action is. Whether we're 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late, or right there in the action, we will be here in the mix when it happens. Might not be at the scene when it all drops, but we will get to the scene as soon as possible. And there will be a scene. Because whoever this perp is, they're going to have a massive crime scene.
At the light,
They're going to be
take a
putting
sharp
up,
right onto historic US 80.
blocking this house and search warrants and everything like that. If the perp is from, this area. But if we have to expand out 2 hours or go to another city in Arizona, we'll zoom to the scene. That's what we're doing. If they say they arrest somebody, and whether it's in Nogales, whether it's in Phoenix, Mesa, Gila Bend, Bisbee, Flagstaff, or even in another state, we could zoom to the other state. If it's within 3 hours, we go. We will see. And I'll even speed a little bit.
This is just barking at dogs. Hello, Patricia.
Speed limit 70. I'll go 79.
Nothing. But the sheriff came out and did say, put out a notice that they are getting
We will get there.
very, very close. So what that means, I don't know.
In real time. We did Rio Rico pretty
I'm
good
not
after
sure,
the fact.
whether I can believe the sheriff. But, oh, now he's home.
I don't know. I had this itchy feeling that this thing's going to end up in Phoenix somewhere. In the Phoenix area. I just have this feeling the perp is going to end up being in the Phoenix area. Laying down in a hotel or something, hiding out. I don't think the perp is like literally just going to be in Tucson. A lot of these crazy wild cases, the perp is long distance somewhere else. Perp will probably be in Texas, maybe. I don't know. I think Phoenix, though. I'm banking on Phoenix. Phoenix area. Phoenix metropolitan area. All right, we're at the wonderful sheriff's office. Back at the wonderful
Go past East
Pima
Pearson
County
and turn
Sheriff's
left
Office.
into the parking lot.
And thank you, Pima County Sheriffs, for everything you do. All the deputies out there, the Pima County deputies, everybody, thank you for what you do.
Turn left into the parking lot.
We are critical of nanos, but I want nanos to solve this case. And I would be more than clear in happiness if Nanos here solves the case. And he's like, I told you guys, trust me. Prove us wrong, Nanos. Redeem yourself, sir. One of the SWAT trucks gone. Dun, dun, dun. One of the SWAT trucks. Dun, 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 dun. Listen, There's usually all of them. One is missing. Slot, empty. One of the dun, 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 dun. Breaking news. Pima County Sheriff's Office. All right, so let's turn this down a little bit. Now, let's talk. Yeah, people were like, hey, SWAT is out. Well, there is a SWAT out. Well, at least one. It's not the whole cavalry. At least one is out. All right, so I'm gonna make a pinned post. And I am going to say to all of you, email. And it will be tips.jlrinvestigates at gmail.com/Nancy Guthrie discussion. All right. So I want to hear from you. Thank you for staying. MK Ultra. Hey, MK Ultra 6415. I sent you an enhanced picture of the man with no backpack in the background. Top left, you can see a reflection of a headlight. A lot of people feel like there's a headlight behind the scene there. Look at the SWAT. One of them's away. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Right there. It's pretty cool. I'm going to do something different. I want over here. I like this spot better over here. I like this spot. So I can turn it the other way so I can read the comments. Yeah, I like it like this. There you go. Yeah, that's better. I want to read the comments. Yeah, I can read the comments this way. Look at that bomb squad. Bomb squad. Right there. Hey, look, the media's out here. The media's here. We're at the Pima County's bomb squad. This is Fox News. Somebody's here. I like it. All right. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I got the first aid kit here to hold the phone up. All right, I'm checking the email. You want to talk? I want to talk. Lavender says, I want to talk. All right, Lavender. Lavender's the first one up. Let's listen to Lavender. All right, Lavender. You're up. Well, hello there.
Hey, Jailer.
Hi, Lavender.
I'm so glad you called. I've been trying to get a hold of you before.
Nice.
As always, what other people say to you.
I'm going to
You
put some
really are a
potatoes on
wonderful
Joe's
person. I
dinner,
know the
so
Lord
I
has
will
his
be back
blessings on you.
Oh, thank you very much. And you too. Thank you.
Thank you for your dedication.
Lavender, what's up? What do you got to say tonight?
Okay, so I don't understand why we haven't heard anything like if the FBI or the Sheriff's Department was able to get footage from Annie's house that night, video footage that she was over there, showing what Annie had on, showing who she left with. Like if Annie had indoor and outdoor surveillance, did they confiscate Annie? Does anybody know that? Were they able to get video footage from Annie's house?
It's a great question. I would assume because the sheriff has cleared them that you would think that he would got surveillance from the house to make sure she got out. And she left.
I mean, if they had indoor surveillance in their home, there would even be conversations of how the evening went between them.
If it's inside the house. If you're saying if they got surveillance inside the house?
Right. So, I mean, they would have been able to even hear conversations, make sure there wasn't anything amiss between everything that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I just found it very weird that through all the different things I've been watching, that has never come up. But that might be one of the things that.
Well, I also think it's important to see. Well, I don't know if they'll share it with us. They might say it's not relevant, but when they seize their car, something's relevant about that. When they seize their vehicle, like the course of investigation. But here's the thing: is we want to know what she was wearing.
Right. So why couldn't they? If they did, it would have been, since Annie couldn't remember, it would have shown very well what she was wearing on any of their footage. And nothing. I haven't heard it brought up on any investigative anything so far. But I wondered if you had heard it.
Have not.
Yeah. So I also did a little bit of research on the coyote thing for you.
Okay.
On Google.
Uh-huh.
They that was really weird. I listened to that footage that you took, and those that sounded really creepy. But according to Google, they will not howl and yip like that because they don't want to draw other animals to their feast.
So it's a feast. You think they were feasting that night?
Well, they wouldn't howl. It says they don't howl like during the feasting time,
uh-huh.
But after a hunt, it says they howl. So that sort of doesn't really match up with what it said about that they don't want to bring other animals to their feast, but maybe after the fact they do.
Well, many people say, at one point, if Nancy is out in the open in the terrain, some animal's going to feast on her. Right. I don't mean to be mean by saying that, but I mean, if she's out there in the wild terrain and she was left out there and not buried, some animal is going to feast.
Exactly. And there was a lot there, I know. So I don't know if they call together. It says that they call their own on the Google thing that I read to come. But it says not exactly while they're feasting, but it said after the hunt. So obviously, I don't know if they eat first and then yip and yap after the hunt, or because it wasn't really clear on that. But so another thing I want, I am the person who all my life I've had dreams and visions, and usually when you tell people about that, they're like, "Oh yeah, right." But I'm a retired postal worker. I've worked for the post office for 17 years, and I'm 67 now. But I've had visions that have come true, and I've had dreams that have come true. And I've told people about the dreams beforehand and different visions, and many people have seen them come to pass exactly like I've had them. However, sometimes, if I have a dream, usually if they're really lifelike, they'll come true. And they'll come true exactly how I dreamt them. Same place, same everything. And so I was praying about it, and I asked the Lord to give me a dream about where Annie was. And I did dream about being in Arizona, because I've been in Arizona. I used to live in Tempe. And when I had this dream, I dreamt that I was sort of like up on one of those red rocky cliffs, but not really that high. And I looked over it, and there was like some weird coyotes there. But in the dream, there was this guy that I know. He was from Pakistan. I don't know if I dreamt that as some kind of symbolization of the guy being ethnic or something, but he had 4 kids with him. I don't know what the 4 kids meant, but they were trying out for movie roles. And I would ponder that like for a couple days, and then it dawned on me of old Tucson, and that they shoot old movies there, because people were trying out for movie roles in my dream. And so I went to the website and just to check it out, to see what there were pictures of. And there was I dreamt like of a weird elevator in my dream too. And then later on I thought, well, maybe that might have to do with an old mine shaft or something. And so there was a picture of an old mine shaft when I went to the website, and there was also a picture of an old water tower. So I don't know. I mean, it's like, I don't know if she could be there. And it would be weird because if she was, and then I had this, then, someone would be saying, well, yeah, sure, you dreamt it, But I just wanted to, if you ever get over by that way in your searches, I just thought I would add that to the mix for you.
Water tower. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
Lavender, I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, and keep on doing what you're doing, and God bless you and all your going ins and your going outs.
Thank you. You be safe.
Okay. Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye. All right, we have a behavioral therapist experience in criminal behavior. Brandy, a behavioral therapist experienced in criminal behavior, wants to talk. Brandy, you're going to get a number from 202. You're up, Brandy, our behavioral therapist. Brandy, behavioral therapist. Criminal Minds.
Hello?
Hi, Brandy. JLR Investigates.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for reaching out.
I believe you call. I didn't think you were gonna call me.
Stay 1 second. I'm getting a call right now. Maybe something's going on. Hello, what's going on?
Hey, JLR, someone brought you some food over here. What do you want me to do?
I guess you could eat it because I'm here. I don't know what kind of food is it.
Who's it from? It was from Amy? Amy. It was from Amy.
Amy, I'm not there, Amy. I guess it's for them, Amy. I can't go retrieve it.
Okay.
I mean, enjoy.
All right, appreciate it, bro.
Thank you, Amy. I mean, I'm not there, Amy, so thank you. All right, bye-bye.
All right.
We're gonna bring Brandy. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Sorry, Brandy. Somebody was calling, and you see these guys call me, and I told them to call me if there's something happening at Nancy's house. So that's why I had to take the call. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. Because I want to know about behavioral stuff on this perp. Is that what you want to talk about?
Yeah, we can talk about that. Just a little background. I was a behavioral therapist for at-risk youth. I worked for a nonprofit. I worked with kids that were at risk of being hospitalized or put in jail. Their behavior was so severe. So I'm not a profiler, but I do have a psych degree. I actually applied for a probation job, ended up taking that job. So I have experience in polygraphs because I was given a polygraph for that job. So if anybody has any questions about polygraphs, I can clear those up.
Okay, well, polygraph, are they reliable or not?
No. You know what they are? They're used as a tool. A lot of times they're used to force confessions.
Uh-huh.
But if you have someone who is highly trained in interrogation, they're actually statistically better at detecting a lie than a polygraph. Gotcha. And the reason being is polygraphs actually measure stress response. So when they hook me up, they check your blood pressure, they check your breathing rate, they check the perspiration on your fingers. They even have little pads under your butt, and they detect movement. When I took mine, I actually kept moving my head to answer the guy's questions, and he yelled at me. He said, "Stop moving your head." So they basically detect stress. There's actually ways to beat polygraphs. I don't think I should say.
How do you beat it? How do you beat a polygraph?
Well, and I don't want to give anyone ideas, but I learned this in one of my criminal behavior classes. My teacher actually was very against using polygraphs for jobs because of this, because they really don't detect lies. They just detect stress. So when they ask you baseline questions, if you're very stressed during the baseline questions, then in comparison, when they ask you the tougher questions, it's not going to show a huge variation in your stress response. So people have been known to put a tack in the bottom of their shoe
And when they're saying, you know, what is your name? What's your address? The basic baseline questions, they will push their foot down on the tack, which elicits a stress response. So their baseline is going to be set higher. So when they answer the other questions, they take the pain or the stimuli away. They won't be able to tell.
Wow. So you think people are rolling in when they're told to take a polygraph and they put the tack under their feet and they.
Well, I'm not saying people do that because many people don't know that, but there was a case and they actually sometimes make you take your shoes off. And when you work in law enforcement, people don't realize, even if you work in administration, they do a 9-month background check on you. They talk to my past roommates. They talk to my neighbors. If you give them contacts and the contacts don't call them back, one of my roommates didn't call back, then you might not get the job just because of that. So it's a very intensive background check. And like I said, even if you work in admin, you go through the same check that law enforcement officers do.
Misty Haynes says polygraphs detect any changes after asked certain questions. Hence, lying will cause your heart rate to go up.
It can, yes, it can.
All right, so let me ask you something.
I'm not saying they're useless because I think, but they don't detect lies 100%. Misty, there's a reason they are not admissible in court.
Okay, so a perp.
Hey guys,
how to manipulate the system. They can get away with it if they get a polygraph. You're saying that they can find ways to kind of manipulate it and get out of the situation.
I mean, we know psychopaths have a very low stress response. When they've studied brains of people, they don't react to stimuli the same way that a normal person would.
Yeah.
So if you give it to someone who, which is also why they take risks in the crimes that they commit, they don't get nervous like you or me.
It's softball.
They get a rush from it. They have different brain chemistry. So another thing too, you can't give lie detector tests to people that have a low IQ. You can't give, I know they probably gave it to the family.
You'd think they did.
Oh yeah. And the problem with that is if they're emotional and stressed about the situation, that can also throw off a polygraph. So the examiner is going to take that into mind when he reads the results.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen false positives come back when people are emotional. They tell you not to take any medication. You can't drink the night before, all that stuff.
So they're telling you a day before. You have to come in the next day.
Even the day before, yeah.
All right, so let's talk about behavioral things on a perp. What type of person did this crime?
I think I can't tell you that. I'm not one of those people who's going to say, oh, for sure, I know Tommaso did it. Oh, for sure, I know this person did it, or this kind of person. Because that's just not logical, frankly. I mean, you have the right to believe whatever you want. My feeling about the family is I don't think Tommaso is a super genius. And I know they were probably looked at pretty hard. I thought it was him maybe the first week and a half had some involvement. But after a couple weeks, they would have known. There would have been some trace. Unless, like I said, he committed the perfect crime. Another thing is, it's a stupid crime. She's 84 years old. She has health problems. If you wanted to get rid of her for money, there's easier ways to do that than commit that type of crime and kidnap someone. That takes a lot of risk. They could have pushed her down the staircase. They could have given her some extra blood thinners. They could have, there's a million ways, if I'm thinking like a criminal, easier ways that they would have seemed like an accident.
So why did somebody take an 84-year-old? What do you think?
So here's my thing. The way I look at it is, and I can't say I'm not a psychic, but she's single. She lives alone. So we know that about her victimology. I know she had friends in the area she hung out with. Her being elderly and single puts her at risk. Is there something unique about her house, meaning the camera system compared to the other houses in the area, the access roads, is there easy access to her house in and out? So I would look at that. Of course, you have to look at the daughter, you know, her being famous, that brings in a whole other, you know, perps that could be involved. Maybe they're trying to punish Savannah in some way. But what we do know about the perp, the little that we do know, is what's on that camera. And if you just look at his behavior, he seems calm, right? I think we can all agree he seems pretty calm. We know he's been there previously, scoping out the place. So we know this was planned. So he's determined to do whatever he's going to do. We also know with his attire that he is very DNA conscious. So I don't think he's just some loony. He has some intelligence. He knows enough about forensics, and which would go along with the planning, right?
Like a biology teacher.
And also the watching her. So this was planned. So I don't think he's necessarily a genius. I think a lot of it has been luck because of the darkness of that neighborhood. One neighbor was interviewed and said that there is cameras in the neighborhood. The problem is a lot of the people have the cameras pointed towards their house, not the road. A lot of those houses are kind of set back.
Yes.
So I think he got lucky, really. I mean, I don't think he's a genius, but I don't think he's some crazy, you know, unintelligent person, because there was some planning and, like I said, the knowledge of forensics
I don't think
that he
he's very
had. And
smart
then
for
I just look
kidnapping
at
a
the why. Why
84-year-old
take
lady. I
her?
think he's pretty
If you don't believe in the ransom notes, which I tend to not believe in, then why? Why take her, right? And that's what I think we should focus on. And there's many reasons you could take somebody. You could take her to buy yourself time. So as soon as he walks out that door, let's just say he went there for a burglary, which I tend to not think, but we have to think of all possibilities, right? Let's just say it was that.
But he didn't take
Well,
nothing but the
as soon as
lady.
he walks out that door, maybe his car's parked on the other side of the street or down the street. He needs to buy himself time. I also question the timeline about him being in the house 40 minutes. I think there's a possibility that when he first came up and he's messing with the front door, I think he knows he's going to take her out to the front door. So obviously he has a car. I think the statistic is 75% of crimes involve a vehicle. So I think we can all agree. I don't think it was a golf cart. That would kind of stand out. We know people in that neighborhood walk late at night and early morning. So a golf cart would kind of stand out. I think he wanted to get in and out of there. So I think it's a possibility that he kind of was testing things. He went up, blocked the camera, went back to his car, and that bought up some time. And when he blocked that camera, then not only does it buy him time to see if the cops show up or if anything happens, and he realizes, okay, no alarm went off, no cops showed up, then pulls up his car, then goes around the back and gets her. So we're assuming 40 minutes he's hanging out in the house.
He could be outside for extended time.
He could have. And we also know, I know when in that drone footage, if you watch the FBI and the lawyers, he also took a picture of the pool fence gate. He stopped, if you want to look back at Mark's drone footage, I think. Someone's drone footage I saw it on, but they stopped at the pool gate where it opens to the backyard. And so I think he went around the left front side of that house, which we know the camera was on the guest house. So it may, if they captured him, it wouldn't see anything but a masked guy from a distance anyways. He may have gone in through her bedroom slider. Sliders are really easy to break into, unfortunately. And if you're a female living alone, look into ways to,
Put a stick in it.
Make it so people can't get in, because it's as easy as having a screwdriver. And we don't know if she left that open when the sheriff said the door was left open. We don't know what door. Did she sleep with her slider open because she felt safe? Because it gets hot at night. Maybe he didn't even have to break in. But I just thought, I don't think we should assume that 40 minutes he's hanging out in the house, because if we know he came up that one night kind of testing things out. I could see him coming back, taking the Ring camera off, and then hanging around to make sure that no alarm went off, no cops showed up.
How are you, Keep It Chat?
Yeah, and then the only other thing, obviously, we can tell about his behavior is that, that was a high risk,
Well, I appreciate the insight, and we'll see what happens here, and we'll see what ends up being true. Thank you for the call.
I hope we catch the guy. I'm really curious to find out what happened.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely. All right. I appreciate it, Brandy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. JLR investigates. I'm reaching out to share a specific observation regarding the clothing associated with Nancy Guthrie case, specifically the jeans worn by Tommaso. In the footage where he arrives at the memorial with Savannah and Anthony, you can clearly see the branding on the back of his jeans. They appear to be Wrangler.
Walmart.
Identifiable by the signature pocket stitching and the patch. This detail is significant because, like the Ozark Trail backpack and the shirt, these are items commonly sold at Walmart. Identifying the jeans as Wranglers fully supports a single source theory that the suspect's entire outfit may have been sourced from one location. I follow your coverage closely and wanted to make sure this specific brand detail was on your radar while you are on the ground in Tucson. Best regards, Michael. And he's at Michael Pell 11405 on X. Wranglers. So he says, Michael says that Tommaso was wearing Wranglers when he was at Annie's house, or at Nancy's house with Annie and Savannah. Walmart Wranglers. Interesting. But isn't Tommaso cleared? Tell me you want to talk. Matt Giles says, I want to talk. I want to talk. I'm Angie. JLR, I want to talk. I'm Angie. Let's see. Hold on. Angie, hold on. Let's see. Juan. Computer engineer from Mexico named Juan. All right, Juan. I'm going to call you. Juan from Mexico. Juan from Mexico wants to speak. So give me a second. I'll get it up in the pipeline. I'm going to be calling Mexico, it looks like. We're going to speak to Juan. Juan from Mexico.
Hello, Juan.
All right, let's see. Looks like I'm calling Mexico.
Let me check something out.
Calling Mexico. Are you there, Juan?
Juan ain't home.
Yes.
Hi, Juan.
Hello?
Hello, did you reach out to me, Juan?
Yes, I did.
Hello, JLR Investigates. How are you?
Oh.
Hello. Yeah, did you email me, Juan?
Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I thought the police was calling me.
You thought the police was calling you?
Yeah, because I left a message there with the sheriff's office.
Oh, Pima County?
Yeah.
What did you call the sheriffs for, Juan?
Well, because I'm a computer engineer, and I had an idea this morning when I woke up. I was trying to help, So I'll tell him if you want.
So what's going on? What information were you trying to give to the sheriff's office?
I tried to tell them, the app of Miss Nancy.
Yeah.
On her phone for the pacemaker.
Uh-huh.
They can clone the app as it is, because each pacemaker has an ID, for example, digital ID.
Uh-huh.
So they can clone that app exactly as it is, and then they can distribute the same app to all the officers or FBI agents, and each one can have the same app exactly with the same frequency of the pacemaker. You see?
Yeah. So you're saying that all the agents could go like run around on the same frequency and
yes, sir. Because when they you don't need the sniffer on the helicopter, because you would have 500 sniffers or 1,000 or I don't know, maybe.
Juan, would it be possible? Is it possible like every citizen could get on this frequency and everyone could go sniffing around?
Yes, they can distribute this. They can put a link once they clone this app exactly as it is. They can clone it, and they can put a link on the sheriff's site or FBI. They can say all citizens of Tucson or even every state, they can download here on this link.
Dude, that would be fascinating, Juan, if that would happen, and like have everyone share the link, and then everyone can just, wherever you're at, just keep it on and try to detect the heartbeat or try to detect the pacemaker.
Yes, sir. And I suppose I'm not sure how many. What is the population in Tucson, for example?
Juan, I don't know offhand. We'll just say 250,000 people.
I'm sorry?
I don't know offhand. Maybe I can look right now. Hold on, let me look. Tucson population. Give me a second. Population in Tucson. It says 500,000 people.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Jeanette. Or
But is that even possible? Like 500,000 people could get access to this link, and then everyone just go around their area and just see?
I wrote it down so I remember it.
I think it's possible. I'm
still trying to play.
I go to the FBI office also on Tucson, but a lady answered, and they didn't. I think that the detective or anything. And I left a message with her, and she told me, "Yeah, I will buy this to the investigators or something." I don't think.
Juan, you're a genius. You're a genius, Juan. I mean, that would be amazing, and have everyone download, and then everyone can just go out there and go sniffing.
Yeah, I tried to talk to the FBI, but she told me she didn't pass that idea. And the sheriff's office, I left the message because the detective was not there, and I don't know if she was going to call me. I don't think so.
I don't want to get into all that.
Anyway, yeah, I think it's possible, because if they can clone it just as it is with Nancy's phone, they have all of the same information for the same ID as the pacemaker. You see? And
even though I've been on,
let's see, 10,000 people download the same app. Then we would have 10,000 sniffers instead of just one in a helicopter.
That's right, 10,000 sniffers.
Yeah.
Hey Juan, you're watching this case from Mexico.
Yes, sir. I've been watching you since the first day you got there.
Hey, I appreciate that, Juan. Do you think Nancy's could be in Mexico?
I don't think so. The cartels are, they have a lot of money and they can, I don't think they would get in trouble with the most powerful country.
What?
I don't think they want this trouble. They get a lot of money without kidnapping an old lady, and just for, I don't think so. No, they would get a lot of food. And what else? I'm sorry, I'm forgetting something.
What part of Mexico are you in, Juan?
I'm in the state of San Luis.
Okay.
And the central Mexico, and to the west of Tampico, which Tampico is very close. It's in the Gulf of Mexico.
Nice.
I studied in Texas, South Texas, in the Rio Grande Valley.
Yeah, Rio Grande Valley.
Shout out to my city, Hamilton.
There you go.
Brownsville and McAllen and San Benito. Very nice there.
Well, yeah. No, Juan, I appreciate the views. Engineer Juan says basically is the technology's there to be able to have everyone download basically the same frequency, and everyone can be a sniffer and sniff out in your particular area, and just imagine if, like you said, 10,000 people did it. Everyone could get in a particular area and just you could do that nationwide, Juan, right? Nationwide?
Yeah, sure.
And give it to hikers, give it to people that are out there in the woods, in the terrain, and farmers, and have them just.
You can even organize a search with 100 people with the same sniffer and with the same app, for example, and walk between the searchers. You can walk, for example, 20 feet apart. So you would be, because this pacemaker, it is Bluetooth. You can only, I think that 30 feet is the most distance you can get. I mean, it's not too much, the range. I was listening to you one of these days. Someone mentioned 200 feet, but I don't think so. I mean, it's like your earbuds for your phone or when you listen to music. When it's connected by via Bluetooth, it doesn't get very far. Just at least 30 feet away, it works just fine. But if you go more than 30 feet, you lose the signal.
Yeah, 30 feet.
They can walk on a line, and it's all the officers or searchers with the same app.
Dude, a grid search, sniffer. Juan, literally of all the calls, I will say this is the best idea yet. Really, this is the best. I listen, I'm with it, man. I'm with it, Juan. I don't know why the FBI is not listening. The FBI should listen. This is the best idea yet. If everyone could just get the app or put it on an app and get the frequency, people can do their own sniffing.
Yeah, I think it is possible. I haven't done it. I mean, I think it is possible to do the same info, to clone that same app.
Engineers can make that happen. You're the engineer. Yeah. Why don't you do it?
I'm sorry?
Why don't you do it? Help the FBI do it. Hey, FBI, Pima County. We got the sheriffs. They watch JLR Investigates. We know that. Hey, Pima County sheriffs, get a hold of me, and I'll give you the one. Is it okay to give the sheriffs your number?
Yeah, you can get. You can give them my number. But I think the FBI has a lot of experience in electronics and what is digital forensics, and they can do this. I mean, I'm sure more than me, and they know more than me. I'm sure, because I'm not doing this every day.
Juan,
So
I appreciate the call. Thank you so much for giving the insight. I'm with it.
No. Thank you for what you do.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
I'm not on the shot a lot because I don't know, but I'm there. I'm following you.
Appreciate it, Juan.
I just want to say that Mexico, everyone thinks maybe everyone here is cartel, and I would say 90%, 95%, 98% is good people. Here we work, we do everything, we live, we don't have any problems. It's not as bad as many people think, Don't just because you go to Tijuana, and if you go looking for trouble, you're going to find it. Even if it's not just Tijuana, you can go to any city in New York or Cleveland, or, you will find trouble. If you go to Tijuana and you just stay on, not looking for trouble, you're not going to find any trouble.
Thank you very much, Juan.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. You have a good day, Juan.
Have a good day, too.
You too. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, Juan. I like Juan. Juan, he gets a Nobel Peace Prize. Seriously. I love that idea. I'm with it. I think that's a great idea. Create some sort of app. Tell all the residents in Pima County to download the app. And when you get the time, just spend a couple hours or an hour or even 5 minutes walking around your house with the app and see if you can get a detection. Imagine that. That could be the new way. That could be the new way of this situation. I'm with it. That's the best ingenious. I'm sure the feds probably thought about that, right? I think so. Jody says she wants to talk. Wait, Ray Williams says he wants to talk about manholes. Manholes. We got Ray. Ray wants to talk about manholes. All right, Ray. And you're from Florida. I'm going to give you a call, Ray. Incoming call, 202, Ray. If you're on. I know you're probably like, oh, my God, he's calling. Come on in, Ray. Manholes. Let's talk about manholes. Hi, Ray. Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hi, Ray.
Hey. Yeah, I'm sitting there watching on my laptop here.
Nice. You're from Florida?
Yeah, I'm up here in just north of Gainesville.
Oh.
Where the University of Florida is.
Yeah. We love Florida. I'm from Florida, Ray.
Yeah, I know you are. I've been following you for a long, long time.
Yeah. So welcome aboard.
I loved you down on the border, man.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So, Ray, let's talk. You want to talk about manholes?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Do you remember the day I guess it was the FBI was checking the 2 manholes?
Yes.
Back in Nancy's yard?
Yep.
And they were using that probe?
Yep.
Well, I've noticed when you got all of you media guys are out in the street, you know where that very tall cactus is in the middle of her yard?
Yeah.
It's real tall, right in the middle.
Yep.
Well, straight out from that, which is pointed toward a street that y'all stand near on the corner. There's two manholes side by side in that street. I was just wondering, do you know if they checked those street manholes straight out in front of her house?
Ray, I've never seen it, so I don't know. That would be for people to see if they were at the beginning stages. So what are you saying? They should check the manholes in front of the house?
Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking is, I don't know how it went down, but I have an idea that since the blood was on the porch, I think the perp may have had something like a waterproof zip-up sleeping bag. And he either killed her or knocked her out, put her in that, therefore there would be no blood trail. And all he had to do was open that manhole, drop her down there, cover it up, and he's done. And the smell wouldn't show up for a long time. And another thing, because you guys have not seen any buzzards anywhere circling around.
Nope, no buzzards.
If there was a body out there, buzzards would find it, and you would see them. And that's another reason that made me think maybe she could be in those manholes, because you've seen no buzzards.
Take her out, put her in the nearest manhole, close it up, call it a day.
I mean, why would they check the ones in the yard, but not the two straight out in front of the house? I mean, that's a no-brainer. Well, anyway, that's my theory.
Hey, some people are with it, Ray, man. Look at the chat. Some people are with it, some not. But I would say I concur with you. Check the manholes.
Yeah, I thought maybe you could pass it on to someone.
I mean, they checked the manhole in her yard, but it was over a week later.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe you, JLR, being the professionals I think you are, I really do. You're very professional at what you do. I would just thought maybe you could speak to one of the sheriff's deputies the next time you see one there, and just casually ask him, did anyone check these manhole covers in the street?
Or call the tip line and say, hey, has anyone checked the manholes?
There you go.
The manholes in front of the house. Now watch, tomorrow they might. The Pima County sheriffs we feel are watching. Maybe they will check the manholes.
Right.
Just rule it out. If you're going to do the one in the yard, just do the one in the front. If you haven't done it, or any nearby manholes.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't that be a no-brainer? What?
Well, I mean, it's just like, when I like Moscow, Idaho with Brian Koberger, people are checking the drainages around there, or, the what are they called? Those grill things that go under, where someone could throw a knife under.
Yeah, the grates. Yeah.
To take you to the sewage. Well, check the manholes. You could put a person in a manhole.
Right.
I think some people think that happened to Caleb Harris, the young man down there in Texas.
Yeah.
With the manholes.
And those are actually extra large.
You know what's
manhole? They're extra large manhole.
I never heard of one.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look and see how wide they are there. I'm gonna. Yeah, Alex, that's with us, Ray. He says he has a manhole opener.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Alex said he went to Home Depot and got a manhole opener.
Wouldn't that be something?
Is it illegal for a private citizen to open up a manhole?
Yeah, wouldn't that be something that JLR pulled the cover off and there she was?
Man, yeah, how deep those manholes go?
I'm not sure. Probably not real deep. Probably maybe 8 feet, because it's probably just a big culvert pipe with water that flows through it.
But what got them to do the manholes in the yard? If they're going to do it there, you might as well just do all the manholes.
Yeah, there you go.
Ray, appreciate it. Thanks for watching from Florida.
Okay, JLR. I wish you luck up there, and maybe we'll find her. I pray for Nancy.
Do you live by like Hawthorne, like in that area on 301, in that area?
No, north of Gainesville, up 441.
Okay. Yeah, no, I always go 301. Every time I shoot across the state, I take 301. I go there, right there, on 75, 301, right there, and shoot up all the way up.
Right. Yeah, I know where you're talking about. Yeah.
I thought you might be from that area. I like that area.
Yeah, I'm up there in a little town called Alachua, just north of Gainesville.
Gotcha.
Just north of Gainesville.
Yeah. All right, Ray, take care of yourself. Thanks for watching.
All right. Thanks for calling, JLR.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I like Ray. I like his personality. Fellow Floridian. Check the manholes. It's check the manholes. Hey, let me get Alex back on because he has a manhole opener, I think. Hold on. Alex said he went to Home Depot. I'm calling him right now. He might be watching. I think he said he has the manhole opener. Hello, sir.
How you doing, brother?
Did you say you're on live? Because someone just called a gentleman from Florida, Ray, and he said, check the manholes. Don't you have a manhole opener?
Yeah, but it was in my car, and then they took it. But listen, both of the okay, so behind the house on both sides of the street, they've been checked.
They have been checked.
Yeah, they have been checked not only by law enforcement, but by our anonymous friend searcher.
They opened it up?
I guess so. But I never opened them up because the tool was in the car. But I would have done it today if I had it.
Manholes. I think it's illegal, though, to open up a manhole, isn't it?
I think so, but as long as you don't tamper with it, I don't think it's legal. But I wouldn't. I mean, it's like maybe frowned upon. But
might be destruction of government
really,
property.
We're not messing with it. I mean, really, it's just lifting it up, being able to look inside, take a sniff, take a flashlight. That's it. It's not like we're chilling in there.
So you were listening to Ray, the last caller?
No. What happened?
Ray saying, "Hey, they check them. You know, they check the sewer stuff. The septic tank. Check the manholes in front of the house."
Yeah, on the front of the house. I haven't seen any.
He said there's a couple on the street there.
Let me check. Oh, in front of the big cactus?
Yeah, they said a cactus. There's a manholes in front. You see any manholes? I think I saw one. It's like in the center of the street there when it's going up the hill.
Oh, those manholes. Yeah, I don't have the right here. Look, like that one. See right here. Look. Yeah, so they're talking about the ones on the street, right?
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah, we just don't have the tool, but I'll look into it.
But do you see it there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look into it right now. We're gonna check right now.
They're checking right now the manholes.
Hold on. They sit in front of the cactus.
The big cactus, the big tall one in her yard. I think I know which one he's talking about.
I thought I saw a manhole right here. That's not one.
Across from the cactus.
Yeah, across. Yeah, but he said across from the cactus. These aren't. Because look, these are tiny. You're talking about these tiny little ones?
Oh, these ones, you can't lift those up.
Are they? Can you put a body in them?
No, you can't even barely put a cat in there if you're lucky.
Put my toe in there.
Yeah, those aren't big enough.
There must be more manholes around there. I bet you there's manholes though.
No, there is. That's on both sides of they're on the wash.
No,
these are too little. Those were big. These are little.
Look, you can tell they haven't been tampered with.
Yeah.
I've worked with
All right, just don't tamper with the manholes because we don't know.
Right. You're right.
I don't want to get you guys in trouble, you know, and I don't want to egg you on.
We're just using our eyes.
Yeah, just use your eyes and scout the manholes. But yeah, if you see manholes, I would say check the man. I would say Pima County Sheriff's check the manholes.
You think so? Right.
Yeah, why not? I would check anything around the house where you could put a body. If they already checked it in her yard, why not? Why not nearby manholes?
Right.
Look, I'm gonna show you how big they are.
Yeah, they're tiny.
What?
Mark's filming it so we can see it too. You still at the sheriff's or what?
Yeah, I'm sitting here taking calls. Anything popping off at the house?
Nothing. No.
What type of food did you get from Amy?
Uber driver. You bought a couple Sonic burgers.
Oh, you got Sonic burgers. Nice.
They were delicious. So tell her thank you, and I thank you, Joe.
All right.
Because me and Mark were fed, and then we got like what were those Slurpees or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sonic slushy. Oh, those are delicious.
It's like EBs.
Oh, thank you.
EGs. All right. Well, we got to be open-minded about these manholes.
I agree.
True. We agree. 100%.
Oh, these ones are small.
And you think that they would do it this close to the house?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it's possible.
At night when no one's around, yeah.
You think they'd want to get out of here too? But you're right.
I would say, you know, disposing of a body, if we don't get no, I mean, they're still reviewing the footage of the so-called getaway vehicle that we have yet to see. Hey, she might be around there, you know, and the people just dispose of her and just they leave Alpha on their own without her.
You want to hear the craziest thing that one of my sleuths sent me? It's a little something that might be possible. He thinks Nancy's alive. And that they left her for dead and they didn't know, and that they found her. I know this is kind of way out there. But listen, sometimes they do know. It's happened in past cases where they might act like they don't know where she is, but really she's alive in order to get them to
So I know that sounds kind of way out there, but hey, it's very, very possible. Like she might be alive. We don't know. But
Interesting theory.
Maybe when I hear that, it's like more of a little hope. You know, who knows?
All right, keep me informed. You all be safe out there. Talk to you soon.
Thank you, brother.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. They enjoyed their burgers. Thank you, Amy. All right, so yeah, I'm to the last callers. I'm with it, man. Check the manholes. Get have everyone download the sniffer app, and we all be sniffing. I'm with it. Definitely with it. Car. Brian says, I think the cartel sent in a few of their boys to retaliate against Trump's declaration against the war on cartels. Took her away.
That's why I couldn't
The
find
cartel boys. I'm a missing advocate. Is it Tanya? A missing advocate wants to speak. All right, we're going to speak to a missing advocate. You're in the pipeline. If I didn't say your name correctly, I'll find out by you can announce yourself. 202 coming in. A missing person advocate. A missing person advocate wants to speak. Here we go. Missing person advocate. Come on in, missing person advocate. 202, you're up.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
All right, missing person advocate. I don't know what happened. Jeremiah wants to speak. All right, Jeremiah. Come in. We'll talk to Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you're up. 202.
Hello.
Hi, Jeremiah.
Hey, hello. What's up? How's it going?
It's going, Jeremiah. How are you doing?
I'm witnessing probably, in my opinion, the craziest missing person case in ever in true crime history, if I say so myself.
Jeremiah, I 100% agree with you right there.
Hi,
Okay,
Jason.
I don't want to take too much of your time. I know you have a lot of viewers. I just wanted to say a couple things. Luke Daly.
Yep.
I was watching this gentleman, the interview he did. He's looking very suspect. I'm sorry, it just something isn't.
Like what? What do you? What?
At least with Carlos, he was like very, confused. Like I don't know this woman. Like, I had nothing to do with this. Like I pray she's found. With this Luke Daly, man, he just, I don't know.
You're getting bad vibes with Luke.
I think he was the porch man. I do. That's just my opinion. Okay, chat. Just my opinion. But
You call him the porch man. Call him the porch man.
Face. I don't know.
Jeremiah, this is so you watch a lot of these true crime cases?
I do.
And
I do. I'm a big fan of Unsolved Mysteries. I'm a big fan of 48 Hours. I'm a big fan of true crime vloggers. So yeah.
And this one
I'm a fan of your channel, of course.
Thank you, Jeremiah. And so this is wild. I repeat myself like a broken record. I've never seen anything like this.
And there's so many differing opinions. At first, I thought it was Tomaso.
Yeah.
But Bullhorn Betty is like adamant it's not. So I don't know if you're a fan of her or not, or if you look at her channel. But yeah, Bullhorn Betty is like I kept telling her like, girl, I think it's Tomaso. But she's like, no, it can't be Tomaso because they ruled the family out. And then this Luke Daly guy comes out with this interview. With his mom, and I don't know. It just. People say he's innocent, but I just, based off his body language, something isn't right. I don't know. It just.
So you're eyeing Luke.
At the moment, yes. I just feel like right now things are kind of shut down, which is. I'm praying that this woman is still alive. Because this is, this is somebody's mother, grandmother. Like, how could you do this to an 85-year-old lady? Like, this is just ridiculous. But I'm just praying she's alive. But I'm just, like, any theory at this point should be considered. I mean, because we want to get to the bottom of this. Hopefully with Nancy, still here with us, we're all praying. So, yes.
So what was your take on Luke shaving for the interview?
That was very interesting. Yes, that was, and his attire was very interesting as well. He had on like this thick suit and like this wool vest on. I didn't know what the hell that was about. It's just everything about that man just wasn't clicking right. It just, I don't know.
We shall see. We should see if he gets.
Just my theory. He could be innocent, but I just, based off that interview, just things weren't adding up right.
Jeremiah, appreciate the call. Anything else you want to add?
No, that was it. I just wanted to just add my little 2 cents, and I enjoyed the stream, and just really interested in this case. There's just so many unanswered questions. So yeah.
Thank you for your time. You be safe.
All right, brother. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, we got the other one that we were supposed to speak to here. Just called me. We're gonna call back. Maybe. See what we got. Walkie-talkie in his pocket. People think walkie-talkie. Is this the missing person advocate? Yeah. Missing person advocate. Call me back. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, JLR. I've been trying to get a hold of you forever.
Nice. What's your name anyway? Because I saw you were a missing person advocate.
Yes, my name is Tanya, and I'm a missing persons advocate. I'm out of West Virginia. I've been following this case for a long time, but I started following you when you was covering the Micah Miller case.
Yeah, Micah Miller.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say, I mean, I can't be boots on the ground right now. I'm so glad that you're there covering this and continuing to put Nancy's face out there. This is what she needs. We can't give up. We got to find her. But I also sent you another case that is very suspicious. It's a young man that disappeared in Arizona.
In Arizona?
And, yes. And his car ain't even been found.
What's his name?
Matthew Spencer.
Matthew Spencer. What's going on with Matthew Spencer? Another person missing from Arizona.
Yes, he was traveling from California to Texas, and he disappeared in Arizona.
Oh, you're talking about up by the Flagstaff area, Williams, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's similarities to Chelsea Grimm. Have you heard about that case?
Yes, I've been working that case too.
You know, she kind of disappeared in the same area too, right? Traveling across the country to see her family, and she just vanishes.
Yeah, well, see, I know I'm on air, but there was a search done on his phone for heavy equipment. Why would he be searching for something like that?
Interesting. I don't know.
You know, and that's why I was trying to see if while you're out that way, because I know you got somebody that's got a drone, drone man. If maybe y'all could go to that area and see if y'all can find any, like, recent areas that, you know, where dirt had been moved, or maybe to some rental places to see at the time of his disappearance if anybody rented any heavy equipment.
Well, you know, over time, possibly. That's pretty far north. We're talking about 4 or 5 hours to the north, correct?
Yep.
Pretty far. What's your take on what happened to Nancy?
What's my take on what happened to Nancy?
Yeah, who do you think's involved here? What do you think's going on?
I really think that some family members is involved. I don't think it's the girls, but I think it's some of the band members.
Oh, you think it's some of the band members?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because I was told, and I'm taken into it, that Tommaso was in debt way above his head to a casino in Vegas.
He's in debt? I didn't hear that. Where's that coming from?
That is coming from, it was coming from, somebody done like a background thing on him and said that he was in debt to a casino in Vegas and that he owed a lot of money to this casino.
Interesting. I've never heard that one before. But people were saying there's a casino around here and casinos and and he's a gambler. I kind of hear that, but I don't know. We don't know the guy. I don't know the guy.
Well, I just think that they were trying to get money to get out of debt. And I think they didn't intend to hurt her, but they hurt her.
Again, folks, this is all speculation, right? Speculation.
Yeah, it's speculation. We know she's hurt because there was blood there.
Uh-huh.
I just hope that, and I feel that she's still alive. I really do.
You do?
Yes, I do.
But this is over a debt.
Yeah, but I believe it's over a debt. I really believe it's over a debt.
Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for stopping by. And, the young man that's missing in northern Arizona, possibly if longer out here, maybe I'll go check out.
Absolutely. I hope you can. And, try to get some other guys out there to spread his information. I sent his flyer to you. And maybe you can just at least spread his flyer around to some people while you're out there.
Yeah, Matthew Spencer. I got it right here.
Absolutely.
It's backwards here. It's backwards, but I got it. Matthew Spencer.
Oh, yeah, if you need me, I also texted it to you. If you need me to send it to you through email, I can also try to do that.
I got it. No worries. I got it.
All right, and I can send you all the updated ones, the ones with these tattoos and all that on them.
Yep.
And his timeline, I'll try to get all that to you while you're out there.
All right, sounds good. You take care of yourself. Thanks for talking.
Yeah, absolutely. You take care, stay hydrated, and I'm praying for you, JLR.
All right, thank you. Be safe.
All righty, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Matthew Spencer. Ian wants to talk. Ian says he has a theory that no one else is talking about. Ian got a theory that no one else is talking about, Ian says. Let's see what Ian has to say. I want to hear this theory. We want to hear a theory that no one else is talking about. Come on in, Ian. Welcome aboard.
Hello.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, is this JLR?
It is. Welcome aboard. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you doing?
Fantastic. What kind of theory do you have that no one is talking about?
So, it's the international theory. You remember that TMZ got a letter or an email, and it said that they're probably going to have to go international?
They did say that. Yes, I do remember.
Okay. So, when that came in, I started doing some investigating about it, and I found a group called GSN, and they are a professional kidnapping group that's based in Europe.
GSN.
Yeah, GSN. Gay space niggers. Fucking faggot.
Whoa. 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 Well, sir, I don't know. I don't know why this person would say this, but he just embarrassed himself in front of 16,879 people. So I think you didn't do yourself a good service, sir. Horrible. And you just said from Milton, Florida. Well, I got his number, so I might screenshot it and share it and say this racist guy on JLR Investigates calls in and starts screaming, and here's his phone number. Should we do that or no? What an idiot. We get them. That was the first time, though. That was the first time we got somebody. Interesting. We should put him up on Twitter, X. I should put his number on X and say, hey, this guy by the name of Ian. Wow. Crazy. All right. Well, I mean, that's not going to deter us from speaking to people, but I kind of had that in the back of my head. Somebody would act a fool and say something really ridiculous, really crazy. Somebody said, no, don't give him the attention. Crazy. Yeah, he was a troll. He said an international connection. All right, so Jesse wants to speak. Nancy Guthrie discussion. Luke and Mom are not telling the truth in the interview. Luke and Mom are not telling the truth. All right, you're up. What a crazy wackadoodle, last guy. All right, you are up. California. Jesse. Welcome aboard. Hi, Jesse.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
How are you?
I'm doing great, Jesse. What's going on?
Good. Well, thank you for all that you do.
Did you hear that crazy guy, the last call?
Oh, there's so many idiots out there.
That's right.
Anyway, last night I watched that interview that Brian Enton did with the mom and Luke.
Did Brian Enton speak to them?
Yeah.
Interesting.
No. It was the interview that the girl did.
Yes,
but then
Brianna Whitney.
Brian Enton, he did an interview with the attorney.
Oh, the attorney. Okay.
Yes. Now, Luke, he didn't tell the truth. He said that he hadn't been in trouble for 2 years. But I heard that in 2025, he had a gun and drug charge.
Yes, we discussed that. And that has been pointed out when he said he hadn't been in trouble in 2 years trying to get his life back. But then last year, he's still going through the legal process, I believe.
Yeah. And then his mother said that she had never met Nancy or Savannah. But the attorney said that she had met them.
Whoa, I didn't know that. The attorney said that. Met where?
When Brian Enton interviewed him yesterday.
No, but where did she meet?
He didn't say. The attorney didn't say. He just said, that they had met before.
Oh.
So I don't know. But when you see Luke, his head's really round, like the guy with the mask. And stocky.
So you think it's Luke?
Know. Well, I don't know who it is, but I think that, I don't know, I have a feeling that Kayla Day, I think she got arrested on purpose the day before so she wouldn't have to be involved.
Do you think somebody wants to get arrested on purpose, though?
Well, if they don't want to be involved in something so sinister, she may have wanted to back out, but
some people speculate she got arrested and spilled the beans that triggered the raid the next day.
Maybe. That could very well be. I don't know.
We don't know what really necessarily linked Luke to this as far as, what went down and why. I mean, because Luke was considered in Pima County Sheriff's eyes their person of interest.
Yeah, and even the attorney said in the interview yesterday that they have no idea what led them to him.
Maybe his mom. Maybe his mom knowing the Guthries, met in the Guthries. People are saying grocery store.
I have no idea. I don't know.
The grocery store.
He was really vague about it. He said it could have been the grocery store. It could have been anywhere. He was really vague. He just wasn't going to say. But the mother said that she had never met them. So, which I find kind of weird because, she says she was a fan and watched them, Savannah on TV all of the time and everything. And why would she not bring that up? Oh, yeah, I met him before.
Yeah.
I met her. So I don't know. I've been all over the place with this. My very first thought when it first happened was like somebody, a healthcare worker, or somebody, not per se the healthcare worker, but part of their family, somebody in their family who lives in Mexico, and maybe Nancy would tell the healthcare worker certain things, and then the healthcare worker would tell the son or daughter who live in Mexico certain things, and they could have connections to gangs or anything like that.
So you think so you think they're basically as healthcare worker, as somebody family or somebody from Mexico, inform them of what's going on. They got somebody to do this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my dad, I took care of him, and we got him healthcare workers. And this one lady, she had a daughter in Mexico who lived in Mexico, and her daughter and the boyfriend, and the daughter told the mom that she had been kidnapped, and that they were going to kill her unless they gave the kidnappers $10,000. They were trying to extort the mom. But I think that they were really trying to get my dad to say, oh, I'll help you out. But I don't know. There's a lot of shady stuff going on in Mexico with all this kidnapping stuff. So I wouldn't doubt if there is a connection. There could be a connection with Mexico.
Very well could
through
be.
Somebody who worked for Nancy. But the thing is that I'm really bothered by that card, the adult services card.
Mm-hmm.
Who called adult services?
It's a great question. Who?
I mean, was Nancy being abused? I mean, was there somebody, a healthcare worker or somebody that thought Nancy was being abused somehow?
Some people suggest that investigation was going on before this happened.
Yeah, so I don't know who has the most to gain from all of this. I don't know. I think it could be, I do think that some family member down the line or some family member close could have something to do with it. I don't know. It's just really odd. It's so odd that anybody would even think about doing anything like this.
Well, I appreciate your time.
Yes. Well, thank you for all that you do.
You're welcome. Jesse, you take care.
Hopefully we'll find out who it is.
We'll find out.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Michael Ruiz with Fox News just put out a tweet. PCSD, Pima County Sheriff's Department, spokesperson tells us Annie's vehicle is in the process of being returned to the family. Annie's vehicle is in the process of being returned to the family. Lavender. We'll just say Lavender. It's a long name. The art blue. Lavender. FYI, there are over 1,000 active missing senior citizen cases in Arizona to date. Prayers for all missing, people everywhere, and for their loved ones. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. In Jesus' name. Thank you, Lavender. Thank you. That is interesting. A PCSD spokesperson tells us Annie's vehicle is in the process of being returned to the family. It's in the process of being returned to the family, but it's still in their possession. Still in their possession. Explain to me, riddle me this. How is their vehicle and why? Is it still in possession? George says, hello, JLR. Been watching since day one. Hope all is well. Have a few things to clarify my perspective of things, what I think is going on. Would love to talk. My name is George. All right, George. I'm going to give you a call, George. See what you have to say. And I appreciate that. George, you're going to get a number from the 202 area code, Washington, D.C. Welcome aboard, George. Welcome aboard, George.
JLR, my dog.
Hey, George. How are you, sir?
I'm well. Just got out of work. Been watching you for a while.
Out of work. Welcome aboard. What's going on, George?
How you feeling?
I'm pumped for answers. Right?
I hope
right?
I hope this case gets solved for years, for the family's sake, but for your sake, man. You've been out there a while. You're a soldier.
George, where are you from? Thank you.
I am from New Jersey.
New Jersey. Yes, I'm from Philadelphia originally.
Yes, I'm from New Jersey. Born in New York, but been living in New Jersey since a child.
Oh, miss the Northeast. So tell us what's going on. What do you got to say about the case, George?
So listen, I watch mostly everything. I don't watch TV. I don't watch too many things. I watch mostly crime stuff. Usually, so this all makes sense. Before I even start, I think Luke has something to do with this.
You do.
I mean, usually when somebody does something, they try to put themselves in the forefront to look like they're not involved. He's one of the only ones and the first ones who got interviewed, right or wrong?
Well, yeah, Carlos spoke, Carlos with his attorney.
I think Carlos was just a blank. And they shot a blank with Carlos. I don't think Carlos really had too much to do with it. But I think Luke, and then the fact that he shaved.
He shaved, didn't he?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. But what I think is going on is, if you know about crime, if there's no body, there's no case.
Correct.
So what I think is happening is Luke is definitely involved. They know he's involved, but since they haven't found Nancy, they can't charge him yet. It's innocent until proven guilty.
So you think he just wants to take the forefront for the narrative, to control the narrative?
To control the narrative. So people, he's trying to put himself in the forefront. So it's like, oh, look, I'm speaking out. I'm not involved. If I was involved, I wouldn't be speaking out. You know what I'm saying? It's just obvious, man. That guy's suspicious. He looks exactly like the person, like the perp. He shaved for the interview. He matches the description. He's one of the only people who got raided. It's pretty obvious. The only issue here is that, unfortunately, innocent until proven guilty. They don't have enough evidence. They don't have a body, so they can't charge him yet.
Is others with Luke or just Luke?
No, there has to be others involved, obviously. He didn't do it alone.
Man, there's going to be a cloud of suspicion forever until this sheriff clears him.
Well, the situation is that they have to find Nancy. They have to either find her dead or alive, or they have to find evidence around it. So until then, nothing's going to come to light.
But, so what do they do with Luke? They just what do they do to try to pin him?
Well, they have to have evidence. They have to find the body, or they have to have some type of hard evidence where they can indict him. So until then, they can't indict him. So I'm sure they're trying to figure out how to find her body. Unfortunately, as sad as it sounds, I don't think she's alive.
So Luke,
and I don't think he tried to kill her either. I don't think that was the objective. I think it happened in the process. They got rid of the body. The cops took too long with the hiccups between the FBI and Pima County, and now they're just looking for the body so they could charge Luke.
You think Luke would probably had to submit his DNA, but Luke's DNA is already in CODIS because he's a criminal, right?
Yeah, but you also have to understand that it's an open investigation, so we're never going to know the truth of with anything until there's an actual indictment.
I tended to believe him when I heard him, but something in my back of my head is like, that was a serious matter. But then being here and seeing the next day, like the whole crime scene's clear and there's nothing going on at Luke's house makes me like, what? It's just strange.
Because they don't want to spook him.
You don't want to
If
spook
they
Luke.
spook him,
Spook Luke, it rhymes.
yeah, spook Luke. If they spook Luke, he'll leave the country. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. They could blow They could blow the whole investigation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're playing it smart. They're making him feel like he's not a suspect. But I guarantee you, once a body's found or once they have some type of evidence or any type of information, Luke's gonna come to light. He matches. It's just too much of a coincidence how he matches the description. He shaved for the interview. He's the only one that got interviewed. His house is the only one that got raided. It's come on.
Yeah.
It's too many dots connected.
We shall see. Dun, dun, dun. Stay tuned.
But keep doing what you're doing. I see you haven't given up.
No.
I do believe that if the media and you YouTubers stray away from the case, it's going to become a cold case because it is expensive. So, just stay out there as long as you can, and hopefully something comes to light soon. But I have a strong feeling that it's this guy. Look, he just. I don't know. I don't know if you have kids, but I have a daughter, and when you have kids, you could tell in somebody's face when they did it.
And you just see something in his face.
He has that suspect face, man. If he didn't do it, he knows something about it.
I appreciate it, George. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You be blessed. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. He thinks Luke. Kayla Gemini says that's exactly what they did for the little girl Harmony Montgomery. Thank you. People vibing Luke or what, man? We analyzed Luke a lot yesterday. Man, that's crazy. Luke got to be brave to go up on TV to say he's innocent, only for him to be involved if he's involved. Be wild. Quentin. Dr. Q. Okay, we got somebody by the name of Dr. Q. Dr. Q wants to talk. All right, Dr. Q. I like that name. Dr. Q. Quentin, a.k.a. Dr. Q. All right, Dr. Q. Welcome aboard. 202 number coming in, Doc. Dr. Q.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Dr. Q. How are you?
How you doing, man?
I'm all right. How are you?
Just great. Yeah, good to talk to you. I've been following this kind of closely. I'm actually working on a book on how people are using social media to help solve crimes.
Oh, nice. What's the name of your book? What's it going to be called?
I don't have a title yet. The last book I did came out a year and a half ago, and it's about the movie A Christmas Story about the kid that wants the Red Ryder BB rifle.
Yeah, Ralphie.
Yeah, Ralphie. Yeah, I knew the screenwriter. In fact, we taught storytelling together. So I wrote a book about that. It's titled "You'll Shoot Your Eye Out."
You'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah, I've got a PhD in communication, taught many years, do a lot of consulting, speak to legal groups. I'm trained as an expert witness and have been an expert witness on stuff that might even go up to the Supreme Court. So I've been following this very carefully in terms of the media coverage.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a most unusual case. You really got your hands full on this one because when the sheriff started out with those cockamamie news conferences, he really created chaos. And then he pulled back completely. And it's very tough to get any accurate information from the police or, let's just say, the FBI, any of the authorities at all. So you're running around out there. It's difficult, very difficult for you. I know you and your friends are trying to do your best on this. Let me throw out a few things for you to think about.
Go for it.
Number one is that I don't think they have any solid person in mind yet.
Wow.
Okay. I can give you reasons. Yeah, I know that's crazy. I can give you reasons for all the people you've been talking about as possible persons within the family or outside the family. Always people within the family are the easiest to eliminate as possibilities because they have the best ways of getting information from their phones, their computers, from their friends, and so on. So I think it makes sense that the sheriff finally came out and said it's probably not somebody in the family, though he didn't put it that clearly, which is typical of him. And then we get into these other people that have been picked up recently. Well, when the FBI gets down to the point where they go after somebody and they interview them and they collect their phone, computers if they have them, any information at all that they can start to gather about their geo movements and so on, at that point, push comes to shove as to whether or not they've actually got somebody. And when they return a car, or they say they're returning a car, they've probably given up, at least in terms of Nancy being carried in that vehicle. So my view is, now I'm going to get into this, as I said, I got a PhD in communication, and I'm going to get into this in a whole different direction. This is going to blow the mind of all your people out there right now.
Shoot, let's hear it.
All right, here we go. In my field, there is a thing called parasocial relationships. These are people who feel like they have a relationship with somebody in the media, an intimate relationship. And they want that person in the media to acknowledge them, to respond to any emails or letters or anything that they sent. It's really a kind of psychosis. And this happens with a small percentage of people, but it is very, very significant because they feel like they have a relationship with somebody that they've never even met. And when that relationship is not requited, in other words, when they don't hear back from the person, or they feel like the person is getting a relationship with somebody else and they're jealous or they're competitive about this, they get very angry and resentful and even violent. So these parasocial relationships, we call them PSRs, they're kind of one-sided emotional bonds where individuals invest their time, effort, energy, emotions, all their feelings into a known media figure. And I think the known media figure here is Savannah. And what we're looking at is some lone character out there, because these people are usually loners who get heavy into this, and that finally got fed up with the fact that he wasn't getting a relationship responded in some way by Savannah, and he decided to take revenge of a kind. And so he went after the one person that he could get access to, and that was Savannah's mother. And this makes it extremely difficult to track down a person like this. Number one, because they are really loners. And number two, because they get very involved in trying to plot out what they do. They're just like they'll watch a lot of TV shows and try to find out what those TV shows tell them about how to do their stuff. And so a guy like this will turn off all of his connectivity. He'll drive over there in the dark. He'll scope it out in advance to see if any alarms go. And I think that one still photo was from a different time earlier. And what he was doing there is testing the alarm to see if there was any response. And when there wasn't any response, the police didn't come out or anything. Then he decided to go ahead with his crime later and do it. And I also think that it's likely that what he did then was to take the body and dump it out in the desert, probably between Tucson and the border. I know that area. In fact, I know the Tucson area pretty well. My wife and I do a lot of birding around there, including in the Catalina foothills. And so he went out and dumped that somewhere. And he did it at a time, and he had mapped it all out strategically so that he thought that he wouldn't be found by cameras in and out. And so that's my pitch. Now, Jonathan, you go ahead and try to argue with me.
Okay. All right. Here's my argument. Here's my argument. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to respond to that. All right. So basically, you're saying PSR, parasocial behavior?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So this perp then obviously had to reach out to Savannah in the past, make a paper trail, email, calls, something, right? To contact her and say, hey, talk to me.
Right.
So shouldn't the feds or the FBI or authorities, I mean, obviously they're probably asking Savannah, has any weirdos, wackadoodles, or anybody reach out to you prior?
Right. The problem is that a weirdo wackadoodle here might be sending something that it seems to be very kind and supportive.
Okay.
Not the kind of thing you would flag as negative.
Or just
Now,
any contact, like any flattering contact, like maybe the Fed should go back the last 2-3 years and any emails, any and all contact that Savannah just got by random people, they should vet.
Yep, absolutely. In fact, the big level stars in Hollywood have higher organizations that all they do is keep track of all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For them and watch, especially, of course, for those that might seem problematic for some reason.
So when
That's
you say
a whole business,
when you say flattering, like ask her for a date, ask her to meet,
no,
or just like, hey, you're doing great work.
No. You're doing great work. I really love you, and that dress you were wearing the other day, that was fantastic. You know, and I watch you regularly. You do such great work. It would be the kind of thing where it would seem to be normal. And believe me, well-known people like Savannah get this kind of stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very hard to keep track of it over time. So that's my guess on this. And I think that everybody else that they've been looking at for one reason or another doesn't look to be too solid.
But why the mom, though? The mom, like, wouldn't they have done something to her? The mom is just easier access? I mean, is that what you're saying? The mom is easier to access to get?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's the jealousy there because Savannah's mom would appear with her sometimes, and they had a great relationship, obviously. It's a wonderful thing. But a sick guy like this is going to see that as jealousy and try to figure out how to do revenge. You know, on abduction cases, normally it's either for money, and in this case, I don't think it was for money. I think all of these attempts to get money from this have been quite bogus and humorously bogus, or it's revenge to get back at somebody.
I mean, is this no different than a celebrity getting stalked by a weirdo? And they're going to their house and trying to climb over their fence, But let me just say, like, I mean, me, myself, I mean, I get emails all the time, flattering emails, some bad and some good, you know, some crazy emails and some really flattering. Okay, so does this perp, like, how do they get their eyes set on one particular person? Do they try that with others or just one person that they fixate?
No, they get focused on one person. I'm going to mention the movie Taxi Driver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In fact, I know the screenwriter of Taxi Driver, Paul Schrader, and so you get somebody like that taxi driver guy that gets totally goofy focused on somebody.
Yeah.
And and this seems to me to be a case of that. I can't look at any of the other information that's come out about any of the people that they've looked at.
Has there ever been a case parasocial? Has there been a criminal case where someone had was subjected to this and someone got caught doing something to somebody? Is there any other criminal cases out there like this?
Oh yeah, there are all kinds of them. There are multiple cases of this happening annually, and the organizations that work with the movie stars and all go to shut them down. You know, you'll hear stories about people sneaking into somebody's backyard at Beverly Hills and trying to get in the door or something. And so this happens all the time. It's a part of life, and people who are well known know about that, and that's why they have extreme security and all.
But to kidnap an 84-year-old woman, like take her, is like, it's just, to me, it doesn't make sense to get to revenge on someone else or to get the attention of someone else.
Yeah, very sick. You have to see it in terms of a kind of psychosis, really, Jonathan. It's not something that everyday people would see as reasonable. But look at the other options. Would somebody do this for money? Not really. If they had done it for money, it would have been better executed, and they would have a better way of going for the ransom and all. So a random thing in terms of a robbery, nah, I don't think it would go that far at all.
So
and disappearance of the body, taking the body out, no. Somebody really wanted to hurt Savannah, I believe, on this, and I believe it is parasocial.
So parasocial. Now, what's this person's goal at this point? To contact her later, years down the line, and try to do the same thing again, or try to reach back out at her, or is he just let this go?
I hate to say this to you, buddy, but here's the truth of the matter. Their goal is right now to enjoy the publicity that is not directed at them personally, but the whole chaos that's created out there.
So they're just getting their kicks off, like back, just getting their rocks off, watching all this.
Exactly. That's it. It's
similar to someone that likes to send a SWAT to someone's house or a hoax and see all the alarms and everyone responding, and they're just sitting back giggling.
Yeah, you're good at this, man. You picked up on that parallel right away. It's So now I'm looking at it as an academic, with a PhD. Some people will say pile higher and deeper PhD, but this is the best analysis that I can come up with on it, having been tracking it fairly closely, and also being tremendously disappointed with the way the information has been put out from I'll call them authorities, rather than talk about any specific folks. I mean, normally what you want to do here is to put out information that's just enough to help the public narrow it down so that they can provide helpful information. And when you don't provide enough of that information, you're going to get overloaded with tips that will be a lot of nonsense, and then you will really not get anywhere. You'll just be chugging through all kinds of nonsense. And so this has been, I think, blown from the beginning. And then this idea that the sheriff had of doing these individual interviews with different information in each one and letting them go out any old way they go out makes absolutely no sense, because it doesn't help the public understand what's going on and narrow it down. You don't have to give out a lot of information, but you give a little bit more information every 3 or 4 days or whatever. You have a news conference. You can only say no to answering certain questions, but you want to give out just enough information to help the tipsters be self-narrowed down.
Do you think the perp is local?
I do. I do. I think by local, I mean
Arizona,
within a reasonable driving distance, probably Arizona. Yeah. I don't think this is a cross-country type of thing, because
do you think
it's not likely.
Like, sometimes people, like, they Google around what famous people are from where you live, kind of deal. Right. And do you think that's a way, maybe possible he got, if we want to go with this, theory here, I mean, is it possible that, that he was just saying, oh, what famous people are from Tucson, and Savannah Guthrie? And then,
well, I think he already had a thing for
nukes?
Savannah. Yeah, he had a thing for Savannah, and was, I mean, it's very easy to track down. And Savannah had her mother as part of her personality, or her persona, I'll call it, her public personality, the love she had with her family and her mother-in-law. And so it's very easy to go in and find out where a relative of somebody lives if you know the general area and she's from Tucson area. I mean, that's an easy thing. You can look that up. You've had all kinds of people probably sending you all kinds of addresses of people in the area.
Correct.
When they bought a house, when they sold it, all that stuff. It's very easy to get that. And then you add to it the elements of this case, where that area there is so dark and the homes are far enough apart. And in my view, you got this perp going there earlier to see if there's any response from the cameras and all. So, and apparently there wasn't, probably because it was, the subscription was over, which is a strange thing in and of itself. But, so this is my theory. Go ahead and ask me anything else you want. Or
the perp,
or,
in this case, you think the perp has an antisocial life, or actually somebody in a position to just have a job and lives like normal? I mean, what do you think the perp?
Antisocial. This is somebody who forms relationships with people that they don't really know through the media. And
well, how do they live? Like, how do they survive? What?
They have a menial job, and they just do that job, and they make enough money to keep going, and then they live their life out vicariously through the media. And they have all these quasi relationships and so on through the media. It's an increasingly common thing, JLR, for this sort of psychosis to be happening.
Do you think the ransoms are part of this, or what do you think about the ransoms?
No, I think the ransoms are totally independent.
Independent.
Those are all rabbit holes. Those are people coming in trying to take advantage of things. Those first couple letters, where they talked about a couple of things at the house, were generally things that anyone could find out anyway by looking at Google Earth and then looking at the back of a house or whatever, or seeing videos where Savannah was there with her mother and she had a watch on, particular kind of watch. I mean, I haven't seen any evidence in any of the material that's been released that would suggest to me that any of the ransom notices were legitimate.
How do they track this person? What do you think is the best route?
Now I don't want to be another one of these people who just criticizes the sheriff there, but the initial collection of the information, the tracking of the cars, looking at all of the possible cameras, canvassing the area extremely well, all of that was very important, as well as collecting information at the crime scene, including any possible DNA. Now, if I'm right about this, it's likely that the DNA of this person would not be in a crime type DNA database. It might be out there if they could get access to Ancestry or some other of these private services, but often these services include agreements when you sign up for them that they will not give that information to authorities. So it was all of the information going on there that they could have collected in the first 2 or 3 days was absolutely critical. Because once this person is out of there, it's going to be very, very difficult. Now, they do need to go back and look at all the emails, the letters, any type of information, I think, that was sent to Savannah from people that seem to be overly gushing or a little bit odd or unusual. I don't know if they're doing any of that. I've not talked directly to any of the people involved, but they should do that too. Of course, the critical thing is getting the body and getting anything you can off the body. But Arizona is one of those states, as I say, my wife and I travel around Arizona a lot. And especially when you go from Tucson south to the border.
Man, there's nothing
and we've
out
been
there.
out bird watching. We've been out bird watching in areas there where there are old ghost towns.
Yeah, I've done border stuff down there, man. It's just nothing. I mean,
Yeah,
Sassabee, Lukeville, Arivaca, just it's just nothing out there.
Yeah, where you go up into the canyons and so on, Madeira Canyon and all. That's a whole different world, different climates and all. This is going to be a tough one. Now, I could be completely off, but I thought at least I would call and give you the best shot I can. And then you've got my phone number. So if you want to call me at any point
Dr.
about
Q,
anything that's going on with the media,
I'm totally like buying your theory, man. Like I'm into it. Be honest. Like I'm like, I think just some crazy psychopath. But I mean, I even went as far as saying, my thoughts was like, because I did Moscow, Idaho, and a criminology student that studied criminology goes into a random house and kills 4 people. My mind's thinking some criminology, somebody that learned about how to conceal their tracks and do the perfect crime that could have done this. But Savannah Guthrie or Nancy, it seems like someone has to be older that did this, opposed to a college student or someone just fresh out of college.
Think about the when some of the family went out to the house, Nancy's house there the other day, and to some extent that was a photo op, but really it was part of them saying goodbye because Savannah is headed back east, and also trying to say, I think, to the public, as you said on one of the videos, that they're probably trying to give the impression that the family's together on it and all, and my guess is they are.
Yeah.
And they're stunned and confused, and then you got these local people that have gotten picked up on one thing or another, I think largely biometrics, but they haven't panned out. And it's easy to go ahead and keep saying that, well, it looks like so-and-so in a mask and all. But boy, I'll tell you, the photo and the video are just not good for identification.
How low do you think the perp is here?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
How low do you think this perp is?
I'm guessing but 45 to 50.
45 to 50.
Mm-hmm. Could be a little younger.
So, Savannah's what, in her early 50s? I don't know her name. I know she got the same birthday as me.
Maybe mid-50s, yeah.
So someone kind of, in order to be hooked on someone, if we're going with this theory, it got to be somebody similar to her age, right?
Yeah, you got to be someone who has a smidgen of possibility that they could have a relationship in real life with that person.
Yeah.
And that means it can't be wildly different age.
Fascinating. Tell me about your book. What's going on with the social media book?
Yeah, well, I'm looking at, because I have training as an expert witness and have done that, and I also speak to some legal groups and so on about things, but I'm particularly interested in the possibility, dare I even say this might be the title of the book, crowdsourcing investigation.
Nice.
In other words, the only way really that there is any crowdsourcing out there now, and we would never call it crowdsourcing, is when they set up a tip line and all kinds of people call in.
Mm-hmm.
But that's very different than setting up ways through social media of large numbers of people to do searches or to share ideas or theories or theses like you are. Crowdsourcing also in terms of people going out and talking to other people, interviewing other people beyond the limited network of what the officials can do. It's very limited. Even in a big case like this, it's high profile. There's only so much that the sheriff and police and FBI and all can do in terms of going out and interviewing people. But when you guys go running around in your cars in different places and all and talking to people, you're collecting information.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at some point we'll get to the realization that stuff can be collected also, and that can be important. Now somebody has to sift through it, but there you get into AI. I have a son who's an attorney, a significant attorney in the high-tech area, and he's telling me that AI is changing significantly
mm-hmm.
How they collect and analyze information. So if you have social media crowdsourcing going on, and that all goes into a database, and that database is analyzed by AI, then I think you come up with all kinds of theories and ideas that the average person couldn't come up with, because the average person, you and I, we can't analyze all that stuff.
Dr. Q, you should do a podcast. You got a good voice. No, you're very informative. I mean, you know, whether this theory pans out or not, it just raises eyebrows, and it's definitely possible.
Yeah, I have a few podcasts out there. I don't necessarily want to promote them for this purpose, but you know, I'm pretty active in the media. I do a lot of media interviews, write a lot of books, and so on. That's sort of what I do, and I speak to different groups. So, but what I want to do is, you've got my phone number. So if something comes up that is media related, that you want some analysis, what would a media scholar think about that? Just give me a quick call. We'll do a quick conversation.
Sure,
I'll
Dr.
take a look
Q.
at it.
I'll save your number.
And one thing I was going to say is about, you talk a lot about Brian Entman, and what an advantage somebody like that has, who's in the, I'll call it mainstream media, even though, let's say, News Nation and the cable channels would not often be called mainstream media. The advantage they have is that they're taken seriously by the officials, and so they will have sources in the police departments, the sheriff's department, you know, and so on. Less so the FBI. It doesn't play that game, but they'll have sources. So they will get tips on things first to get out there and get the interviews and get to a location first. And that's a disadvantage that what I'll call the crowdsourcing social media people don't have that. It's unfortunate, but if they would do regular pressers, you know, press conferences, which that doggone sheriff should be doing about 2 a week, then there's more information coming, assuming it's legitimate information, and it evens the game here with crowdsourcing social media people like you. But he's not going to do it. He's got this way of doing it now. I don't know if it's because of re-election or what in the world it is, but it's absolutely crazy what's going on right now with a lack of media attention here from the sheriff. The FBI won't do much of that.
No, they never. That's their policy, really, right?
No, that's their policy, man. They stay away from that. But the sheriff should be doing something.
I have a question here by Debbie Miller. She says, ask about Savannah's movie quotes.
Yeah. So
I'm still here.
That's a great question.
Jaybird.
So when somebody really gets, I'm going to use this word now, infatuated with a media person, they go in and they search everything about that person. They'll look at, let's say with Savannah, earlier documentaries she might have done, or any commercials. They'll look at her shows and replay those shows again and again. And if she did any acting in any particular movies or anything like that, they'll look at all of that, and they might focus on something. They might even think that something that was said in there was a secret message to them. I know it sounds crazy, but you have to think of it.
How about tracking her how about tracking the perp by, just hypothetically, maybe the perp was looking at her Wikipedia page in the last month before this happened or something, and maybe they could get all the IPs from Tucson.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Get all the IPs from Tucson and see if any of them cross-reference into the profile of who this perp could be, and see.
Absolutely. You also go back,
I don't know.
maybe 6 months, and anyone who looked up her information
but I don't know. I'm
the county record of addresses for her mother.
I still think
very important.
Involved,
yeah, you know, and just people in the Tucson area, and then see.
Yeah, that's the one problem you get into. Is limiting it just to the Tucson area, because you even have to kind of define what is Tucson. You know.
Well, I mean, I'd like for me, Dr. Q, like, you know, everyone knows who Savannah is, but did everyone know before this that Savannah was from Tucson?
Yeah, there you go. So
I didn't.
But when you say that you got the TV market too, you could go down to south, maybe to Green Valley or whatever. Yeah, but you're right. You're on the right track on how you track down these kinds of people. You look for how they went about getting information to use with their crime.
Yeah, because they're going to have to do the research to get that, you know, their eyes on someone. They're going to have to do the research on someone, which is like a digital paper
this
trail.
This is a lot of research. And this is FBI research. This is not sheriff research. This is FBI research. And it's going to the social media companies, the search engines and all. And those companies have their policies about what they'll give to whom. Some of them are a little bit more constipated about what they'll give out than others. But with the right attorneys involved, you can generally pry them open on it. So I'll stay in touch, see what's going on, follow you a little bit as I can with other stuff I got going on. And I hope that if you're looking at the chat there, I haven't irritated people or whatever.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Dr. Q. This has been our longest call with one particular person. I'm fascinated.
Fascinating, yeah. Okay. And again, if something media comes up and you want an analysis, you give me a call, okay? You got my number.
One more question from California Madison 2013. JLR, can you ask Dr. Q, would this person use Savannah's kidnapping story from her book for an idea?
Yes. Yeah, well, let me say it's a possibility, okay? It's definitely a possibility because of that infatuation with anything that involves the person that they're infatuated with. And so, but, you know, again, let me say this to your viewers. This kind of stuff is extremely common, but it rarely goes to this level. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say the real well-known, the movie stars and the well-known comedians and podcasters and all hire companies to kind of track through messages that they're getting and then to see if they should investigate anything. But so it's the theory I'm offering here is actually right out of the academic literature about what's called parasocial relationships. Just look that up. You can probably find something on Wikipedia. And they will also, by the way, follow the social media posts of the person that they're interested in. So if the person has Instagram or whatever, there were a couple of times when Savannah was giving her Instagram messages that I thought that it was almost like she was trying to talk to somebody specific out there that she knew had some kind of sick relationship with her. This is a little bit further than I'm comfortable going. I wouldn't try to support that in a court of law. But if you look at some of her Instagram posts, I think you get a sense of that. And it wouldn't surprise me if the private investigators working with her or some of her security along the way has told her about this parasocial stuff. So she might be especially thinking about it right now. But hey, man, I gotta go.
Yeah. Thanks for the time, man. Very grateful and appreciate the insight. Dr. Q, folks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I like that call.
There's bestie.
Got my mind going all over the place. Woo! We got some sort of parasocial psychopath out there that literally has been like stalking Savannah in a good way, maybe into, you know, you're doing great. I love your outfit today. I hope you have a blessed day, Savannah. Sending her like flattering things and she didn't pay no mind and he seeks revenge. Man. And had us going on all these other people like Luke and Carlos and Tommaso and Annie. We kind of talked about, you know, some sort of crazy psychopath that could be involved with this, but man, he provided some great insight. I'm going to follow Dr. Q. Or is this just not real? You don't like the theory? Let me know. Let me see what's popping. Let me see what's going on right now. I got my mind all over the place. Like, how do they track?
I sat here and ate 2 pieces of chicken.
How do they get
drink a Coke?
If you're going down that scenario, I would say digital footprints. I would say You're gonna have to contact all these social media companies and see if anyone is particularly
the sheriff came out and said that
who is like
things were getting close,
looking up,
or something was getting close.
Savannah is. And he said probably the person's probably in his upper 40s. That theory is going to be hard to beat, folks. Anyone else want to come to the plate? That's going to be hard to top tonight.
He does all kinds of crafting, Jeanette. We all do.
Maybe we should leave it at that.
One thing. Just shoveling.
Goodness.
Still. Oh no, Jay.
Please talk with him again, Betty says, tomorrow. Kayla Gemini says, what about the harassment case with Savannah and Matt Lauer? Matt Lauer's name got brought up in the mix. Whew. Because you got to understand, like, who would do this? Like, it just, oh, man. And that's what I'm saying is so mind-boggling. Because you can't, you hear everyone's theories, and it's just, it just takes you, like, back to, like, who in the heck would do this to an 84-year-old woman? Even if it was a hit job, who would take a hit and go to that level and say, I want to go and snatch an 84-year-old? Like, you got to be sick. Could be a total stranger that just got obsessed with Savannah. Think about that. A total stranger, just a total stranger, don't know, just gets fixated on someone. And just like, I'm obsessed. Probably got newspaper clippings, Savannah, all over their house. And watch every single episode of Today and have it on reruns, and they play it over and over, some like wackadoodle stuff like that over and over, and you just get obsessed over one particular individual. I'm buying it. I'm buying that. Are you? I'm buying it. Because everything else just doesn't seem to make sense. Like, we got these people here that they scoop up. They're denying. They got attorneys. Really haven't seen no proof or evidence, even though people think that they still could be involved, and I get it. So many of us just keep saying, Tommaso and Annie, but you would think the authorities would vet them extremely. They're about to get their car back. What does it mean when you're according to Fox News, they're about to get their car back? So they get their car back.
Elaine,
you're going to give their car back?
Tomorrow,
people involved, you're going to give them their car back? Car is part of the investigation, right?
Thursday or Monday. No, we're going to do
resolution,
bingo on
the car never get it
Thursday
back. They're getting their car back.
and Monday.
We say cartel.
And
The cartel. You really think the cartel is going to go after an 84-year-old grandmother for what?
Friday is the craft challenge. So
What about
we'll be
just
on
a
Friday
stalker?
evening for the craft challenge? Added about 2,000 steps.
If that's the case, that's
right,
crazy.
Jay?
The person took it out on
Sunday is Elaine and Ray Day. Yeah, that's our date day Sundays.
Opposed to that person. Oh,
He doesn't go to work, and
right.
if I can
I get you.
keep him relaxed,
your
he'll fall
mom.
asleep. But he, that's the only day he really gets to rest. Sometimes we'll go out for lunch, or we'll go out for dinner. Or I usually make dinner, but sometimes we'll go out and have lunch, or even drive
Folks,
out to
continuous
property
coverage
to
of
check on the fifth wheel.
Nancy Guthrie.
Okay, we'll watch your numbers,
Maybe they
Lydia.
are honing
No
in on
problem.
whoever did this.
Can you make something Irish?
I just got it. I sent an email from Chrissy
Like,
Marie Murphy.
Let's see.
Chrissy Marie Murphy. All right, Christy Marie Murphy.
Probably.
I'm going to read it. Give me a second. I'll look. Christy Marie Murphy. Man, that one's going to be hard to beat with Dr. Q tonight with theories because a lot of people want to talk.
My first husband had a lot of Irish in him. Now my son's got it.
I'm looking for you, Chrissy Marie Murphy. I don't see it. Re-forward it, Chrissy Marie Murphy. Just say re-forward. AZ Cinnamon Girl. Always good to see you. If you Google search for a Find Nancy app, you'll see the guy who made 3 signal sniffer can have the app ready for public to help. See the guy who made the signal sniffer can have the app ready for public to help. AZ Cinnamon Girl, Juan sparked a awesome idea, AZ Cinnamon Girl, with the app Find Nancy, or everyone that's download that information that can use the sniffer to look for the pacemaker. I think everyone should do that. Oh, Ava's Homestead 17 says something interesting, and that's what I saw today with the flowers. Along the same thought, it's odd that the only day the flowers get messed up with is the day after Savannah and family lay flowers. Now that's interesting too, because the flowers today, I'm telling you, somebody messed those flowers up, and I don't think it was the javelinas. It's odd that the only day the flowers get messed up is the day after Savannah and the family laid flowers. Was the flowers that Savannah laid at Memorial in the same spot she placed them? Maybe he came back to where she put them and destroyed the flowers. Listen, you just got another comment about that. That's Dana1230. I'm telling you, I posted this morning. There was flowers all like messed up. I check out my video. But when I made the video, I should have started it when they were all messed up, because there was tons of them, like just all out in the road there. But that is interesting.
Just have some lavender tea to go with it in the morning.
Would the perp do that? The perp come back to the scene?
You're 34% Irish.
It's called erotomania.
My bestie is 100% Irish.
They will take a family member if they can't get to the target. In my opinion, she is in the desert in a shallow cave covered. Is it called erotomania?
I was thinking.
Pronouncing that. EROTO mania. Lynn. 9176. Erotomania. Let me see.
Yes, don't forget about the craft challenge Friday. It's coming up. We just have Hump Day, Thursday, and Friday. Friday night it
Erotomania.
is 2.5 days.
Hello. Hey, what's your name?
My name's Philip, man.
Hi, Philip. How are you?
Doing good?
I'm doing good.
Awesome, man. Continue doing this, man. Don't stop.
Thank you, Philip.
I honestly, man, I thank you for doing it, man. I think he's there still.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. For real, man. Thank you, man.
Irish and
My heart goes out to
German.
that family. I have, I have an elderly mom and everything, brother. So, man, don't leave.
Don't
I
leave.
don't care what they say, man. Don't leave, man.
Thank you, Philip.
Don't leave, man.
Thank you.
Don't leave, man. Wherever you're at, man, I'm gonna follow you and I'll go out there, take you guys some water and stuff, man. Thank you, brother.
Prayers. Thank
All
you.
right, man. Take care.
Thank you, Philip. Take care. All right. A gentleman named Philip comes out and says, thank you for everything you do. Thank you, Philip. I know you're watching. Thank you. I said, stay here.
Cell tower data.
What about the guy who spit on the driveway? Debbie Miller, 5496. Do you think this guy would come back to the scene? Would he be that brazen to come back to the scene, whether to spit on the driveway, mess the flowers up, to observe, to just see what's going on?
Well, anybody that's stupid enough to take an 84-year-old
wouldn't be surprised if he watches
come
you,
back to
little
the
girl
scene
says.
just to see what's happening.
Kalula.
Or watch you.
Girl.
Right?
Watching.
Watch JLR.
Man, I should have asked Dr. Q Well, Dr. Q is implying, right, it's a perp, like one perp. Because let's be real, folks. As much as we want to analyze the video, and I think there's more than one person that pulled this off, but the evidence has showed thus far that really it's one person.
Watch the video. When that guy
Like there hasn't been multiple people. I know we've seen the videos. I know we could say we've seen lights on these videos if you enhance them and everything like that. But in reality, the evidence-wise is only showing one person at this time.
No, but I think
even though most of us probably think multiple people are involved, and I still believe that too.
But I don't.
But really, the evidence is showing one person. They're putting it out like the perp, open-minded to perps, but a perp. It's like a perp. Now, if you're gonna do this as a perp, and we're gonna go like Dr. Q's theory here. This perp's coming in, all decked out, not to leave DNA. Maybe the perp came with some stuff in the backpack to, I don't know, do something to Nancy, have some stuff to, some people say chloroform, if I'm not saying that right. You know what I'm talking about, stuff that knocks you out. Gunpoint. Maybe not cell phone whatsoever. The perps like really studying how they can not leave a paper trail. A perp, one perp, but really did the research here. Have you been watching your rear view mirror? Yes, I have. You're implying that somebody might be watching me. Well, I'm watching my surroundings. Look. I'm at the sheriff's office. I don't think anybody's going to come and do anything crazy to me at the sheriff's office.
Sheriff Nanos,
not one person has come up to us and has done any danger or hostility towards us. 99.9% has shown love. Even that, occasional woman that would scream in the neighborhood and everything like that wasn't really centered around me. Nobody has really specifically has come up, and I'm not saying it wouldn't happen. God bless it hasn't happened. We're not looking for any trouble. We're just here covering this case, keeping an open forum and discussing this and getting answers and waiting to see what happens and waiting to see who actually did this crime. That's what we're doing. We are in the thick of this. This is not cold. I don't think it's cold whatsoever. It might take a minute, but, there is lack of information. There's no press conference that made it appear cold, but I think this is going on. New cameras on the house may have picked up the person that did this. Stormy Rosas Barb. The new cameras on the house may have picked up the person who did this. There are new cameras on the home. There's cameras all over that home now. Could the person have come back? Could the person have come back? All right, Chrissy Marie. Let me see what you got, Chrissy Marie. Chrissy Marie.
Ooh, I need scissors like that, man. That thing's cool. Oh.
Chrissy Marie. Chrissy Marie, I'm not getting an email. So I don't know. I'm looking. Did I put in the title Chrissy Marie? Because I don't see it. Maybe it's going in spam. Yeah, man, that's just wild. But I'll continue to look, Chrissy Marie. I won't forget about you. So if I find it later, I will share. Misty Haynes. Dr. Q was your best caller yet.
Yes, Jay, I already responded to it.
I still feel like this was about money.
That is going to be beautiful.
Or I'm sorry, Misty Haynes.
I'm going to show it on our live.
8885, our wonderful Misty Haynes says that Dr. Q was your best caller. Yeah. But I feel like this was about money. So now you're swinging it back, Misty, back towards, this is a money crime. Somebody did this for money. Kidnapping for money? Get rid of a body for money?
That side door. I'm home alone. And
this is money. Yeah, good caller. But
no, I'm not home
this is a
alone.
money crime.
Door's home. He keeps an eye on me when I'm here by myself.
Ava Shomestead, 17. Had the same thought. It's odd that the only day the flowers get messed up was the day after Savannah and the family laid flowers. Oh my goodness. Y'all are great. Mimi195, with the new security cameras at Nancy's, Ellie can check out the flower situation very quickly. Yeah, that too. Unless it doesn't reach out to the road. But I'm sure it would. The flower situation would reach out to the... I mean, I would think that they would have cameras that reach the road from there. There's cameras on that house. Could the perp have gone back? Would the perp go back? I don't know, man. Let me see. Some people are sending me messages. I'm just looking. Man, I'll tell you. We're on official standby here, literally. Revenge. You like the revenge? A lot of people are sending me messages about Luke. Yeah, this is wild. Whew. I think we're going to leave it at that for the night. We got about 15 minutes left, and then I sign off. Some people say the javelina is the ones that messed up the flowers. Why Luke's DNA didn't match, Julia says. Didn't they run the DNA from the random glove on the side of the road? Not a big surprise that the DNA didn't match. That could have easily been some homeless person's glove and totally unrelated. My theory on the foliage. He was supposed to cover the camera while Nancy is taken out. Second perp in the house ends up needing help bringing her out, so he grabs something to cover the camera while Nancy is brought out. She's out and in the car. He drops the foliage and grabs the camera. The foliage is on the top of the blood because Nancy was stationary for a period of time. There's a reason they cut the foliage when they released it. Probably shows Nancy being loaded in a vehicle. Definitely have more footage before the camera is removed.
I had to research.
Yeah, there's some people think there's a chain of events there, all with that.
Of nothing but Irish. Wow. In 1700.
Oh my God, JLR, Denise Miller says.
Wow.
I think the perp was back and made because Savannah put flowers there or something. JLR believe he's stalking her.
I didn't see the email. It hadn't.
They need to get some security for her. I wonder if the perp came back and messed the flowers up.
And I'll send updates as I work on it. Nice.
Stormy says, are we keeping fresh flowers at Nancy's on a weekly basis. Stormy, I think the flowers are getting like really bad out there, like the ones that don't have water. But there's so many of them, you can't get a vase for every one of them. I mean, a lot of them are at the point of no return, to be honest.
Dolly's on his way back.
Thank you, Gravy.
Dolly.
Gravy.
On his way back.
Gray. What's it? Gravy Gray. Gray. Thank you.
Betty, watch this instead. I should.
I'm reading your comments. Shoot them off. I'm kind of family's sick of loitering. No, I don't think the family's sick of loitering out there because the family's posting Instagram, encouraging the flowers and everything out there, and saying, "Hey, we appreciate your thoughts and prayers and hope and things like that." I mean, the family obviously supports all the flowers out there because they went out there and laid their flowers with the flowers. I don't think they got a problem with that.
The one that wants everybody to leave.
Dancing. Thank you. Man, this is just the most craziest, wildest case I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Yeah,
I'm sure it is for you too. Don't forget, Betty says.
New development.
Pro opinion giver. Betty F. Pro opinion giver. I like that. Pro opinion giver. Don't forget the perp had a walkie-talkie in his pocket. I really do think they didn't use a cell phone, which means he was communicating with someone. Doubtful a stalker would be doing that. I think money was the motive. So Betty's on Misty Haynes's camp about money being a motive. And yes, I believe he came back.
They're all, I don't know what.
Very well could be something to do.
Sister-in-law does all the, she's done the,
yeah, there was a full moon
stuff
last
all
night.
the way back to the 1700s of our family.
I think tonight.
I don't know what
the moon was. Let me look for the moon. Is the moon out? Where's the moon? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can see the moon. Let's step out anyway because I think we're gonna wrap it down. But let me just step out. Let me do our final prayer for Nancy and start fresh tomorrow.
Okay,
On the
I'll
channel.
set up a live for tomorrow. I'll go ahead
All right,
and
Christine Marie Murphy.
And I'll scare y'all right now. Anyway, I'll set up. I don't think I'm going to set it up on the other stream I tried to set it up on because I messed with that for an hour trying to figure that out. And I didn't figure anything out. So, oh, my hair's all poofy. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. And I will see you all tomorrow morning. I'll get it live. Hopefully I sleep in tomorrow like I did this morning. God, it felt good. I never sleep in, but I did this morning. So I turned the live on and then went and got ready. So anyways, thank you all for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I know I was in and out a lot, but you know. Love, hugs, and prayers to you all also. And tell Billy Bob hello for me. Jeanette, thank you for hanging out with us. You have a good night also. Jay, get some rest. Drink that tea. Don't worry about the shoveling. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.